Right. Hello there, chat. Let's get this finished, shall we? Just quick, like that. Right. Okay. Back we go into the dungeon. We resume. Oh, didn't mean to knock that. Great. Okay. Ah, yes. We had a boss. My microphone away a little bit. There we are. Great. Oh, is that loud enough? Okay, hold on. That's good. Right. Okay. Right.
내가 나설 차례인가?
5:19 a.m. Oh, that's rough. Okay, one moment. Let me just close my blinds again. I forgot it looks ridiculously dark. Right. Yeah. We are. Okay, chat. Let me just move this away. Hold on. There we are. Okay. Okay. We noticed a group of people approaching us from a distance.
짤랑거리는
Hey, I
소리.
hear coins jangling.
저자도
Guess we're about to run
후자인가
into
봐.
another candidate.
뭐가 저렇게
What's that fellow
화가
so
난
livid about? I
거야?
can tell his face is bright red from all the way over
멀리서도
here. Indeed, despite the distance between us and the candidate, we could hear his irate tirade against his clan echoing between the walls of the hallway.
쓸모없는
Useless fool, cowardly dullard.
아까 그
I could get more
항아리에서
coins than you had
머리를
managed to
박고
last 3 more
상처만
miserable
버티고
seconds in
있었다.
that pot.
너
I don't need to grab anymore. What use in my hands?
그리고 왜
My
내
head still sits above
머리는
my shoulders, but why is it there?
정신이 완전히
Completely
나갔군.
mad. We're leaving him.
아니다.
Actually, let's kill him before we move on. We can't risk this idiot blabbering all over the place about us.
경계심이 없는
Look like a
애송이라고.
goddamn whelp. Ah, and here I was wondering who it could possibly be. It's you, Jabao. You've
오랜만이야.
been a while,
사정.
Xijing.
세가는
It seems your clan's
아직도
entirely
주름이
intact.
없이
No catches
존재하고.
yet, hmm?
아직도
That tells me you still haven't cracked the
이곳에서
code to gain the most
동전을
coins in
얻는
this game.
전략.
And what that
그게
might be.
뭘까?
Know
적재적소에
when and where to
활용하는
deploy your
거다.
tools. Some mysterious door,
모든
push them in
과감하게
first. If
밀어넣고
things don't go your way, use them to make your escape.
국민적 자원은
Now that's how you use
이렇게
your human
운용한다.
resources. Haven't you read any books on the art of war?
방법서도 읽은
Oh, I see.
하기사.
Well, I guess it makes sense that you
매일
suffer
방 안에
make
틀어박혀서
sacrifices. Not used to it, huh?
요요자작하게 바깥바람이나
Spending a whole life
쐬고
stuck in a
있던
room enjoying
너에게
that nice outdoor breeze you got of it.
사실
It's the
반대야.
opposite, actually. I think I'm too
오히려
used to it. I
너무
don't really want to do it
익숙하니까.
again. You're just as much an asshole as you were then.
내게
Let's see if
동전이
you stop
몽땅
spouting
뺏긴
off that
다음에도
bullshit after
같은
they take all
소리를
your coins
짓거리지.
away. Rightio then. Right.
이 기회에
Presumably it's another
평소
chain battle. Let's check if he's got
실력을
another.
확인해보죠. 따뜻해.
Ooh.
하던 대로
That's
해보십시오.
very interesting, actually. So he doesn't run away, he just kills his own people. More charge. I wasn't expecting this to be the charge Canto, to be honest. Interesting, so there's no real point attacking him until we deal with him, until he gets enough charge. Who's he targeting at? Targeting focus. You know what, yeah, I'm fine with that. Neutral, favored, I'll take that. Favored. The goal is just to get a bunch of SP back, frankly, because if we can get a bunch of SP back, we are effectively in line.
해보겠습니다.
Hello! Welcome to the stream. How's everybody's weekends going so far? Oh, that's fine. 6 damage.
야! 타!
Chicken. I don't know what that means.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
Stagger,
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지만
Good visiting family? Oh, that's nice.
조금이라도 머리통을 굴리게 되어서 돌아온 줄 나라도
Hi.
그렇게
Hello. Welcome to the
했을
stream.
테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
기다려. 아직 안
You're
끝났어.
having KFC. Okay, that makes sense.
간당
That does make sense.
목숨줄만 붙어 있군.
Okay, here we are.
곧 끝장날 수
Ah,
있을
no.
것
You don't have
같은데
Dominic, no, okay.
수감자들로
Favored.
효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요.
Dominating on them. I think I would actually... No, let's do that. We do this here.
행동을 개시합니다.
Oh, it was favored, not dominating. Right, okay. Very confused for a second there how we managed to lose that. wouldn't be the first time we'd have pulled off losing a dominating clash in this Canto, to be honest. Right, we should get a stagger here in theory. Yeah, there we are.
아직 안
Brilliant. I
끝났어.
think they're slash fatal actually.
전투 감각
Quite good for us because our main damage dealer is deal slash damage.
훌륭하긴 하군. 이제
Right.
그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만
Can't
고치면
deal
딱
with them, that's
좋겠어.
alright.
4번 수감자.
David. Okay, these might just be really hard attacks. I would rather not deal with a neutral, frankly. I'm gonna actually do that. Yeah, hello! Welcome to the stream. David off there. And then to be honest, actually, let's do that. Attacking him twice is
예술이 뭔지
decent enough.
보여주지.
I just want to get everyone's SP up, frankly, because the more SP we have, the more consistent everything gets. Right. Too fragile into the next turn should offset any protection he has, pretty much. Because he's got 3 charge now, so provided he doesn't use any of it. Or, okay, he's actually going to have a decent amount of charge for next turn, plus the 2 fragile means tomorrow might be the time we want to damage him a lot. The eye corp imploded. What happened to the eye corp? Oh. There we are. No stagger, that's a shame. Oh well. This fight was so free now.
모든
Oh,
결과들은
has everything been nerfed then? Because I've seen a lot about nerfs. Because I mean, I physically wasn't able to
창의적인
fight this
발상이군.
before nerfs, so I'm not really sure
그래도 가급적 전투 중에
how much
떠올리지
easier it is now.
않았으면 좋겠는데.
Oh, okay, we can absolutely nuke him here. Let's take a neutral on that, honestly, just evade it, because that's not a very damaging skill, that's fine. And now is the point we go all out here. A lot more unbreakables. Ah, okay.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I think we stagger him here. I just realized he's gonna be the person who's nearly dead, which is annoying, but still. Unless we kill him first? Ah, we don't.
너냐?
Still. 4 fragile, what in the world? How does he...
간당간당.
If I had Yearning Miracle there, I could have killed him. How did he take that much damage? I genuinely, with my proper team, could have killed him there and then.
효율적인 마무리를
That was
명령하시겠지요.
insane, excuse me? Right, okay. Turns out this guy's a pushover. And thus a finger curled on the monkey's paw.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Right, we're gonna
없지만요.
kill this guy, because he's slash fatal. Lovely. Right, that was a dominating clash if memory serves, so I don't know how we failed that again, but okay.
제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
Back on them, brilliant.
모두가 너를 잊어도
I probably shouldn't be using as many ego resources because I've heard worrying things about the final boss of this Canto. Or not, well, it's not the final boss. The final boss of part 2. Apparently, I mean, from what I've seen, they've been soloed with base Hongru already, but I don't really... Yet, I've said this last time. Unless it's a solo with only the base IDs and no other IDs, I do not count as a base ID solo.
골치 아픈 것들이
I think
거기
it's just
조각이
it's a solo
되었군요.
that they've happened to
단테.
use a base ID.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Oh, this guy gains more skill slots as you gradually kill his people. Right, okay. David, okay. David. Neutral, right, okay. Do I have Honglu? No, not Honglu. I meant the Eastern. Let me take the dominating away from that, so that... No, okay, the reason he was passionate was that. Right, okay. Let's deal some damage to... okay, no. I would like it if you lot could, in fact... No, not that one. I would like it. You want to attack that. Thank you. Great. Okay. Now let's quickly redo this. Struggling neutral. Let's... We can't take the neutral because these things could clash it. There's no point clashing with that here, frankly. They're gonna die. They're gonna take a ton of damage, so I'd like to capitalize on that. Actually, no. We take this so we can actually deal with that. There go here. That's not how English works, but okay. There go here. So true.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
Okay, so for everybody who's joined the stream since now and when I last asked the question, how's everyone else's days going? Great, decent amount of damage there.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
I do think with a genuine concentrated effort we can kill this guy, which would be very funny. Oh, I should have clash. That's fine. Don't stagger. Ah, fine. Yeah, no, he absolutely would be dead if we used a proper set of IDs there.
밖에서 막고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군.
I keep saying this, but I don't focus them now. I should stagger these guys and then hard focus this guy.
마십시오.
Like, realistically, that's probably the best way to go about things. Those are only favored, so let's take that with this. This is the better clashing. Nope, the other one's the better clashing skill, but I don't care. Take that there. And now we're sort of locked into... Oh, I don't want Ryoshu to die. I kind of need Ryoshu to just not do that. Frankly, because Ryoshu is one of the best characters I have. Keep that. And Faust, frankly, I'm going to ask you to take one hit. Yeah. Just take that hit. Yeah.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
That might actually kill Ryoshu, I'm not sure. That might have been a mistake on my behalf. Oh well. We'll see.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Still, yeah, we'd only need to deal about 100 more damage, which is like one ring sang proc. It's actually a little bit less than one ring proc, to be honest. No kill, brilliant. Like, yeah, we would eviscerate these people if I had my proper blood feed team here. I genuinely, honestly do want to try out this Canto with my actual team after this. Just to see how much easier it gets.
당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Okay. They're targeting Honglu. Is Honglu fine? Honglu's hopeless against that. I don't want to use that ego. Who has the best class? I mean, Ryoshu's is the ego that I actually gain. Yeah, I gain value from that ego, frankly, so I want to use it there. You're probably the best. Oh, yeah. Bash that. That's a 3 aiming for him, so he can still take that. Take that with ego. That's headed towards Honglu, but luckily Yiseng can take it. And frankly, just guard against it. Just there. You've got to be kidding me. It's only a little bit of damage, but that nearly staggered. That was problematic. I think it is more worth it to... Oh, is Ryoshu going to get staggered here? It all depends on if these unbreakable coins have the... Can't stagger. Wow, that nearly just flat out killed her. Right, okay. Fuck. Right.
모두가 너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
Please don't... Oh, no. Right.
밖에서 맡고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지
How many
유쾌하지
do we have left?
않군.
4 left.
관리자,
Right, okay.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
What does this do? Does this give him attack power up next turn? Right, it's not attack power down for him. Let's clash that. Why is it all hopeless? This is really worrying, actually. Yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Favorite on that. Okay, actually. If I do that, what do? You take that damage. You can't take. I can't afford to take that damage. You don't do that. Yiseng takes that damage. 34, 34. That's fine. I'm fine with Yiseng taking that damage. You slash that.
예술이
Right.
뭔지 보여주지.
모두가 너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
This fight seems to be getting harder as time goes on, which is worrying. Truly, voice crack. Jesus, that was bad. Truly, overconfidence is a slow and
달려낼 수
insidious killer.
있다면
Okay, Ryoshu at this point, if she attacks anybody who has a counter,
무불화위.
this guy doesn't have a counter, does he? Fuck. Right. There goes Ryoshu. Have it in the Sun Temple. No,
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
this is the first time doing this.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Right, okay. This guy's beginning to get on my nerves. He's beginning to be a little bit problematic. Especially considering Ryoshu is now dead. Thankfully we get somebody who's decent. Back. Okay, he's out of new people. It is purely a matter of just killing what he has left now and he's dead. That is
시계를 돌리는 일에 너무 익숙해진 것 아닙니까?
this seems really weird to me. Why would you have a line about, like, oh yeah, don't let the sinners die, now that you've begun to reinforce the idea that sinners should die a lot? That makes no sense. Let's favorite on them. Hopeless is high. That's kind of... Hold on, which one's better resources for us? This is better resources for us. Still struggling. Honestly, fuck it. If Brodia can clash that... Oh yeah, that's fine then. Ideally you shouldn't be sacrificed. True, ideally you shouldn't be, but you kind of have to at this point. It's not really a case of I want to sacrifice my sinners, it's more a case of I need to or else they're going to make me die. Like, look, if he wants to come down on the battlefield and deal with everything himself, he can break his contract. Until that point, I'm gonna have to keep sacrificing my sinners. Okay, I think we're good there. Great.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
Yeah, ideally you shouldn't be sacrificing your sinners. Virgil has clearly never seen a low turn refraction rail.
관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Clashing skill. Oh, I can't clash. Right, okay. Damage. The first person can clash, and you clash with that, right, okay. That's gonna kill you if it hits you, frankly, so try and not do that. Let's take a new
금방 다녀올게.
I mean, if we can stagger him here, we're good. I don't think we can stagger him, but still. Right. Don't take left the ID
모두가
machine back
너를
with us,
잊어도
yeah.
반드시 되찾을 거다.
Oh, bye-bye. Right.
상정웨이의 공격이었으니
Are all my sinners level 55?
이것까지
Yep, all of the
당신
useful ones
탓을
are.
할 순 없겠군요. 설마
The only ones who
알고
aren't
맞게 하진
are
않았을
Maso and frankly, honestly, I think it's best to just sacrifice her. Yeah, the only ones who aren't are Maso and Gregor, because by the time Maso and Gregor are on the field, we're dead already.
행동을
So,
개시합니다.
yeah. Great, stack it there. Now all we have to do is go. Nice. Great, now stack it there. Chains of Others
위에서
is amazing.
당신을
Chains of
관리자로
Others is amazing, but it's not worth having somebody who
합당한 이유가
can't clash.
있겠지.
I've said this
기대하고
before and I'll say it again.
있겠습니다.
It's it's flat out not worth it. It simply just isn't worth it.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Like, Maso is so slow and cannot
이상이
clash.
무엇이라 생각하시오?
Having him on the field is a liability. You're better off having somebody who can actually clash and deal damage. Debuffs are great. Not what we need. We barely deal enough damage as is. Please guys tell me we get a stagger here, because we're dead if we don't.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
Right.
밖에서
Yeah, we
맡고
just
있는
해보겠습니다.
꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군. 관리자,
Having any base ID is a liability. True.
강하게 만들지
That is true.
마십시오.
Anyway, there we are.
야,
Dang,
이거
now that's a big
횡재인데?
fish.
이 동전
Thanks for the coins, my guy.
좋은데
I refuse to let
내
that
동전을-
bastard take my coins. I forfeit. I'm gonna forfeit. Hand it from the
사시가문의
sheep house.
후보자가
Now you'll
기권을
forfeit the game.
신청했습니다.
Oh, by the way, the
기권을
number coins
당시
you have
보유한
to forfeit will
돈들의 수가
reflect his final
추후
ranking.
순위에 반영될 예정. 뭐?
What?
그런
What the
거
heck? That wasn't real. You just made that up.
탈락자가
So
너무
they're making
많아져서
measures just in case the number of
10명 아래로
contestants drops
떨어질
under
수도
10.
돼.
We should knock him out, sly bastard. Father, please forgive me. I should have done this.
불성사납게
Stop crying and
징징거리지 마라.
embarrassing milksop.
불성사나와
Oh, you're
오라버니.
embarrassing me, big brother.
요새 안
Did you know that
그래도
you've gone from
즐거운
sulking all day to
울상이더니
looking like you're about to cry all the
이젠
time?
아예 대체
Just
무슨
what
일이
happened to you?
있어? 나 이유
I know
알아.
ways like that. Huh?
어떡해.
How do you know?
어제
It's
대웅
good
누나한테
this day
활놀이
you kicked his
했었어.
butt in the archery
어떡해.
game yesterday.
그러니까
So go easy on him today,
오늘은
big
누나가
sis.
좀 반대.
Nope, game's gotta be fair and
봐주는 건
square.
없어.
I think I'm gonna
난
go now.
이제
Grandma will look for me.
가볼게.
Must be
좋겠다.
nice.
얘가 만약
If I wasn't big brother about your shoes, I would have thought of it as a huge honor to be able to witness those super cool experiments myself.
할머니,
Grandma,
이
this
실험이야.
experiment, is it really experiment to create a new Heishua branch?
웬일로
You're asking a
네가 의미
meaningful
있는
question for
질문을
once.
하는
이야기를
I heard that in the
들었어요.
Heishua Jaren, there's a recipe to make the pulses used to create
흙을
their
만드는
branch,
선은
and they don't share that secret even with the family
그
hierarchy.
제조법
그래
If suspicions are correct, making a
처음부터
13th branch of
13번째
Heishua was
흙술을
always a
만드는
foregone
것
failure.
조금만
They could figure that out
찬찬히
themselves merely by
생각해보면
patiently
모두가
ruminating upon it
알았을
without a moment.
그들은
Instead, they linked to give me
나를
their full
의심
trust.
한 점
Oh,
없이
it was I who laid the
믿어버리고
trap. It was the
말았구나.
festering greed in their hearts that made my lure
공시자를
irresistible.
떼어낸 것은 날 어리
How utterly gormless of them. Did they truly believe a task so grand as the creation of a new branch of the Heishua could be achieved so easily without
이런
sacrifice?
식으로
그러면
It's all impossible, then why? What are you even doing down here?
보가
Little by you, they are but
저들은
pretenders.
한낱
Nothing but
빌려온
dishonest
것에 불과한
charlatans who behave as though they purloin the power they
청렴한
wield to gain
공덕으로
by their
얻은 것
own
마냥
noble qualities.
황자 공원은
Hongguan
본래
used to be different. A
저런
place where
자들이
those to
함부로
wield and
헤집을
shape as
수
they
있는
see
곳이
fit.
아니 본래
If
주인이
they
될
refuse to
자에게
relinquish their
내어줄 마음이
rightful lord,
없다면
then I have no choice but to
네.
pry it from their
할머니,
hands. Grandma?
저는
I'm scared. I don't want to watch it
무서워요.
anymore. Someone help me, anyone.
보가
Little Bao Yu, you
이
are a
경건한
precious, peerless
계획에서
treasure, and a serial
너는
element of the sacred
다르니
land. Thus it imperative you
마음을
do not speak so lightly
미혹시키는
around the
세간의
false matches of the secular
중생들에게는
world.
수비는
That girl
어렸을
Jiren was
때부터
always a smart one.
투명하지만
It seems she's quite naive to
사리에는
the way this
박지는
world works.
못했던
What do you want?
차라리
Know that this was all for
이
your own
편이
good.
네게는
오셨습니까?
Welcome back, young
그래서
master. Jiren. Oh, thank goodness, Grandma really worried me. She said,
부련님,
young master,
숲이
Jiren,
무슨
did something
일이
happen to you?
특수가
A Sure visited me.
되었습니다. 저의
I was
주제 넘은
beaten, for I did not know my
행동으로
place.
인하여
My head was removed, for I did not know my place. What are you saying?
다행히
But with Venerable
사모님의
Jan's
은혜
mercy, I was
덕에
rebuilt.
원상
There's no
복구가
concern to you
되었으니
anymore.
떨고 계시는
You're trembling. Would you like a cup of tea? Jiren, I'm scared. I'm so. It never ends. It never ends.
어쩔 수
Cannot be helped,
없습니다.
young master.
그러면
Then what should I do?
그저
Young master, it would be wise to simply witness all in
바라만 보고
silence and do
계시는
no more than that.
부련님,
Young master, it's time for your visit
이제
to
선인들께
revered
무난 인사를
Jiren.
갈 머리는 단정히
Neatly comb your hair and dress
옷같은
yourself in the most
가지런히
elegant outfit. Do not
제들은
forget to carry
경건히
yourself in
하고
a reverent manner.
다니는
Okay. Forgive us, forgive us. I'll never sin again. I'll never covet the room of another again. I'll never covet the food of another. I'll never covet the fortune of another.
있잖아,
How many
오라버니.
times are you gonna make me ask you?
대체 무슨 일이
Ask you?
있었냐고.
What happened?
말해봐.
Freudian slip. Tell me.
만약
If it's some sort of secret, then
비밀이라면
whisper it in my ear. It's
아무것도
nothing
아니야.
about you.
여전히
The people. I
사람들이
can still hear them calling. Rightio then. Great. Wait, another boss! You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. What do you? Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But you should have told me.
수빈
It wasn't
말고도
just Jiren, people around me, they
나를
all
두고.
began to change. Egos are allowed,
점점
only the base
달라져갔지.
egos.
하지만
On
어느
the other hand, I found
순간부터는
myself relieved that Jiren,
수빈
no longer
다행이었어.
worried about
너에게 말을
sharing this, you
한다고
would not have changed a thing.
오히려
Would only
할머니의
have drawn
보이지 않는
grandmother's unseen
그림자들만
shadows to you.
그러면
They would
너는
have drawn the light from your eyes and the
흐릿한
smile from
눈을
your
하고
lips.
나와는
And you never would have sparred with me again. Yo, bow you! His loud voice sounded less. Sorry, I just instantly got hit with, Yakuza. Oh, God. Kiryu-san! Oh, God. He's followed me all the way to this game! The loud voice sounds so elated, it may well have been ecstatic. You're pretty good at hide and seek, huh?
설반
It's you, big
형님이군요.
brother Jupan. Have you been looking
저를
for me?
찾-
Yep, and I'm gonna kill you before the bow track finds you.
홍루가
Honglu, you really know how to make
정말
friends.
인기가 많았네.
Roger muttered, clearly taken aback.
그런데 저를 왜
But while you're looking for
찾으셨나요,
me, I don't even
형님?
have that many coins on me.
저-
Honglu replies with a smile.
너
Because it's you.
너의
Because you
존재가
exist, Bao-yu. Do
우리들은
you know how many
맨날
brushes of
죽을
death, some of them
고비를
fatal, we had to
넘기면서
suffer while you
너는 단지
enjoyed
운
peaceful
좋게
life with the
태어나서
favor of the elders
집안
just because you were
어르신들의
born
예쁨을
lucky?
받으며 그대로 다른
So
동지들이나
why didn't you take that
전전하면서
privilege and fuck off to
뺀질거리며
some of
살
the nest out
것이지.
there, huh?
굳이
Oh wait, are
이것까지
you here?
발버둥
Because you
치는
want a
우리를
front row seat to our
눈앞에서
struggles, is
생생히
that it?
구경이라.
Bao-yu,
부부가
please just ask the Venerable
가모님께
Jamu
한
if
번만
possible.
그래도 너랑
Please, I'm your friend,
나는
we used to play together, me, you, Bao Chai, don't you
고쳐로
remember?
다니면 너를
Well, if you
아껴주는
don't do that, then
소리들.
ask your real Jiren. Can you
가모님께라도
ask him just a little favor? Please, I'm begging you, I don't want to fight anyone, I just want to live a quiet life like you do. I want some semblance of a peaceful life, that's all I ask.
형,
There isn't anything I
내가
can do for you.
해줄게.
I'm pleading here, Bao-yu.
돌아가.
Go away, big brother.
알잖아.
You know this place gets
이곳은
dangerous when the shadows take over.
아무리 그
Feel free to keep up that
생글생글거리는
nice guy
꼬락서기로
charade
사람
and be a
좋은
good
척
person all you
해봐도
want.
나는
But know
네
that I've seen
본연의
your true
모습을
hideous
알아.
face. You're just
결국
another
너도
messed
다른
up Joe who
사람
doesn't
따위
give a shit
안중에도
about
없는
anyone like yourself.
가증스러운 그게
That's
도저히
exactly why I
참을 수
can't stand you.
없더라고.
Acting if you're above
우리랑은
us, just like
섞일
we're
가치도
dirt under your
없다는
feet,
듯
all the while
고고한
pretending it's
척
noble,
자비로운
generous guy.
나는 널
I'm not just gonna
승승히 달래게
disqualify
시켜줄
you.
마음도
I'm gonna cut your
없어.
brain up so you'll never ever have to
다시는
suffer.
우리는
있죠.
Say, big brother Jupan.
만약 그
If having
이쁨
that favor
받는
could be considered
것을
lucky, and
정말
something I
운이라고
just given
부를 수
away, then I wouldn't have hesitated
저는
to give it to you.
망설이면 그렇게 할 수
It's
없는
just too bad
것이
that's not possible.
뭐?
What? But this
지금까지
stuff, no,
나는
I've already
몇
capitated
번을
3,
죽을
4 times.
뻔하다
I've lost
살아.
count.
내가
You have no
여기까지
idea what I've had to
어떻게
pull through to live.
살아남았는데
You
네가
think you can
그딴
just
소리. 힘대요.
Linda, you. Can I make myself louder, the voice is quiet? I mean, I could turn the volume down. There we are. What a fool you are, Jabu. Do you not their families in service to ours? Bao Shai, that girl will lose all sense upon seeing Bao Yu, so it falls for me to use you right. May mother save you from the terrible fate of being thrown in the streets. It's about time you repaid that favor. You haven't even done much since our family picked you up, have you? You're standing on thin ice here. Cornwell's family hierarchy, and I promise you the fame and fortune for your family.
나의 것이
What
되지
cannot be mine must
못한다면
remain out of my sight. The
설시가에서
people of your
끝없이
family
들어온
said many, many
말이었습니다.
times.
하나,
You must let go of what
가지진
cannot be
내
yours.
것이
There's
대건원에서
no reserve your
마음을
heart and
다잡고
endure
버텨낼 수 있는
You're absolutely ridiculous. A mere bodyguard and serves our family dares to lecture me about the nature of Daguan Yuan.
아니,
No, I know Dagwanyan better than you
저는
do.
그리하여
So let it be known that my advice comes from my heart.
진심을 다해.
Oh, she's gonna be the projection of this fight. Oh no, she's not. She's just not here.
기회에 평소
Is this? It's not a chain battle. Oh
Oh,
fuck! It's not a chain battle.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, no, she is here. I'm just blind. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I need to clash with this from these, frankly, because otherwise I don't see the possibility. I don't want to use... Oh god, who's this targeting? Sinclair. Right, okay. That's fine. Sinclair's ego is decent. Who's this targeting? Her. Oh, I can take that, actually. That's fine, yeah, sure.
행동을 개시합니다.
Can I beat all 3 Project Moon games at once? That is actually a very good idea. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Limbus Company's win rate simulator. LobCorp is just... LobCorp's fine. You can keep it running. It's perfectly fine. Limbus Company might be hard to do in tandem with LobCorp though. Limbus and Ruin are easy at the same time. They both take your attention, sure, but they're poison.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해.
Right, I think I need to kill the enemies.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Right, okay. Fuck me then. Right. Who's actually targeting? One of the pots. Okay, this is fine. I think I need to kill the enemies. Yes. That is... Yes, that is what I said. Yes. Who's this targeting? Okay, fine. Who's this targeting? That's fine, actually. These are more problematic. I think you guys are severely overestimating how hard LobCorp is. It's genuinely not that hard of a game. Like, and I'm saying that as somebody who's gotten decently far without using Ego Gear. It's not that hard. Let's use this. Yeah. And that's... Actually, hold on, I want to... Who's targeting? I'm talking about that. That's fine, actually. Oh, no. You were, right? Yeah, you were. No reason for me to use this, then. Let's just attack.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Limbless playplot with the...
이상이 무엇이라
Actively
생각했어?
dying, yeah. Like, I genuinely do think I could do LobCorp. Oh, one down. I genuinely do think I could do LobCorp at the same time as the other games. It's not that bad. Give me actual Ego Gear and I will be able to do the game, no problem. Now, doing it without Ego Gear at the same time as every other game, now that's a challenge. It's not a challenge I'm going to do, but that's a challenge.
그렇게 했으면 되지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
Do it right now? No, I'm in the middle of another stream. And I've got other challenges lined up. It's It's not the fact that I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm doing other things. It's not that it's
환상의
impossible.
세계로 들어가 보죠.
Just I can't drop everything immediately to go do it.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
Plus, I'd need to figure out how to have multiple like boxes on my screen.
적합한 조치였습니다.
모든 결과들은
Because yeah, you need to be able to click between all of them, but it wouldn't really be that hard.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어 있고.
Okay.
곧
So he's
끝장낼
definitely got
수
to have an
있을 것
ability that
같은데.
pulls more people into the fight, right?
효율적인 마무리를
I refuse to believe that he does.
명령하시겠지요, 단테.
It just makes no sense for that if you kill everyone, he's basically just dead. That doesn't make sense to me.
혹들을 제거하겠소.
Oh, whoops! I didn't spot that. Wait, of course I didn't spot that. It was a it's part of the skill. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! You're so close.
씨알도 안
Sorry, hold on. I
먹히는
just spotted the
방식으로
15
싸워놓고
poison. Where did that come from?
버리면 상황이 다 좋게 넘어가나. 6번 수감자. 얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군.
Sorry, what the fuck did you just do to me?
이유가 있는 법인데.
Huh?
이유를 잡아 족쳐보시죠.
Yeah, here we are. That's the summon too. Honestly, a randomizer of all the games at once would be very cool, I think. Huh. Right. Okay. Wow. Right. Okay. Fuck me. Who's that targeting? Right. Okay, hold on. None of you. Probably targeting one of these guys, frankly. Him. Okay. And then this is also targeting him, so that explains why. Partially in game, lose game with fragile, I think is more worth it. And let's try and get everyone's SP up, but frankly.
혹들을 제거하겠소.
God, we're gonna take so much damage from the poison. Why do we have that much poison? Who just casually inflicted 15 poison on us at once? And why didn't she get the poison inflicted to her? I don't understand. It makes no sense.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
So, okay, things are going well now, please don't stagger. Fuck me. Alright. Does inflict poison. Do they inflict it on everyone? Because that's a little bit insane if they do. For fuck's sake, stop staggering me! Oh, for... Yeah, right, okay. Well, okay. Somebody in this fight that can actually deal damage. Please get me a stagger. It wouldn't matter. The two jars are spawning anyway.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
창의적인 발상이군.
Right, okay.
그래도 가급적 전투 중에 떠올리진
Who are you
좋겠는데.
targeting? Don't care. I don't care about that one. I don't care about that one. You're not you're... That's fine. I want to take these attacks away. just immediately. Thank you. Please don't tell me this is an unbreakable. No, it's not. This is the only unbreakable, which is fine. He gains extra Pash Flower, so true. Right.
행동을 개시합니다.
Me when the enemy has Pash Flower.
이상이 무엇이라
Yeah, you
생각하시오?
can spawn jars. It has one of these already. Huh, that was a bit of damage. Are we gonna stagger him here with this? Brilliant.
여행은
Yes, we're allowed to use abilities we've unlocked, and seeing as the fact that I haven't beaten this Canto yet, we've only got abilities I've unlocked yet. I mean, so far.
환상의 세계로.
The only thing is, it would be halving speed values or using one of the base ego, which we have enough resources to use already. So it's relevant for single thing encounters, but for longer ones, not really, other than to make speed values more consistent. Please stagger? Yeah, great.
어떠냐?
I love having her. She deals so much damage. Alright, he's dead. I need to get more ego resources. I hope the next couple encounters are just absolutely nothing, so we have a little bit of time to grind. I was really hoping you'd do more damage there, frankly. Okay, great. Yeah, poise multiple coin attacks coming to the rescue. Did everybody just suddenly forget how to hit heads? Thank you. Whew. Yeah, anyway, yeah, definitely the better Zichun. I think the reason why she's the better Zichun is probably because of the fact that she doesn't really need to actually hit anything, she just has to kill the enemy. Shit. It doesn't matter. Jachu, that bastard. He'll find you to exact his vengeance for what happened to the Kong family. I know more than you think, Jia Baoyu. I know that the Kong family's annihilation was the result of a devious machination. Daguan Yuan bastards. Never knowing when they've had enough.
혓바닥이 길고
You talk too much.
모든
Just like any other loser.
패배자들의
A loser? I'm not a loser, I never. Don't call me a... Dayu,
왜 우리를
why did you help us?
엄밀하게
Because
말해
Lady Baochai is my mistress, not your
반도련님이
master
아닌
Pan.
보차
Besides,
도련님의 말이
I wanted to prove to him that he
틀렸다고.
was wrong. Big brother Baoyu.
아무리
The High Shore are indeed hiding every corner of Daguan Yuan, but and even they are omnipresent present enough to know your every single word, your every action. So how did Jiamu come to know of them with such detail? Once again, Hongru did not reply. This is a special bolus of my own design. It was made thanks to your husband, who in support of my endeavours truly did not spare any expenses. He told me his project was to be a surprise to you, so feign ignorance for now. But do I dare receive something so valuable? I give it to you because it is valuable. Remember that baby carries an important, precious child, more deserving adoration than anyone else, the future of your Kong family. Jiamu, I want to serve this child of mine, a changed Hong Yuan. Imagine a Hong Yuan where people like you can thrive against all odds the world is pitted against them. The calm of your actions shall shape the child within your womb. So see and hear and claim only what is precious, and you shall beget a precious child. If I could be a bit greedier, I do hope my child will be born with even a fraction of your wisdom, Venerable Jiamu. Yeah, so she's just making shit up when she calls him greedy. Oh, there's the jade. Baoyu, our little Baoyu, the gem of our family. Welcome, little Baoyu. Oh, so he's a Kong. That made sense. That did check out. We have waited long for your arrival. Venerable Jiamu, we have but a month left, and we are making steady progress. The results will be as intended. Of course, I didn't have an iota of doubt in that. But please forgive me what I'm about to say, Venerable Jiamu, but I'm starting at the picture of your plan. This is the entire procedure, the whole recipe from the beginning to the end, Jiamu. You know what that means. Everything that Daguan Yuan stands firmly behind us. Your loyalty means to the Daguan Yuan yourself. Do you truly believe that I, its family hierarch, shall abandon a loyal follower such as you? But, understood, Jiamu. My heart has already fallen to the seduction of fear. She shall not be long. Grandma, I'm your most precious treasure, right? You are, little Baoyu. Then tell me, what's going to happen here in a month? Baoyu, do you not know what part of the body one must use to bring down the shameless and prideful yet mighty family? Do you know what shall allow one to exact utter ruin, devastation, and humiliation to such a house? You use the head. The plan carries a high risk, but the return shall be just as great. Once mobilized, the head will be more thorough than anything in the world. Jiren, what do I do now? You don't even ask me what happened like you used to. Because nothing would change in my eye, even if I were to ask you that, young master. Something so scary, so terrible is going to happen soon. What should I do? There's no need for one to question the rights and wrongs of the many things that occur here. Would you like some tea, young master? Right. Can we get a third boss fight? 8 coins. Where are we in the rankings now? W. How the hell does he have 80 coins? Right. Okay. Event first. We enter a new room with a collection of jars at the center. One of those Jupen's jars you didn't get to use. I noticed one of the jars cracked open. There's a sound coming from within. Maybe someone's trapped in there, but I don't know if it's a good idea to fiddle with these things. What should we do? Peer into the jar. We carefully approach the jar to inspect what's inside. Potent ominous energy is seeping from the opening. The closer we get, the louder it becomes the eldritch noise crawling out of the depths of the jar. You would have to hit that twice, so it's 37 times 2. Hold on. I happen to have my calculator on my desk. Clone? I didn't say clone. He's just born by then. Okay. Calculator. Okay, so he needs to hit both to succeed that, so that's 90... well, it's what? If 45 is... so it's 50 plus 37. So it's an 87% chance, so it's 0.87 times 2. No, it wouldn't be 0.87, it's 0.87 squared, so we end up with 0.75, so it's a 75% chance for him. And then we have 85 once. 85 is better. There we go. Was that very nerdy to work out the exact probabilities? But, oh well. Whatever. Dangerous, peerless sway. Old scroll.
훌륭한 작전 덕분에 승리했을 뿐입니다.
Okay. That's... why would that even... okay. I gotta say, I fucking hate this game. Okay, that's gonna... hell of a clip. No. I hate when this game gives you bad ego gifts under the pretense of it being a good thing. I fucking hate when the game does that. Now, I'm distinctly remembering here the fucking whip. I hate the whip. Who the fuck decided that was a good idea for the previous dungeon? But it's even worse now. Because you pick this up now, it's near the end of the dungeon, I'm assuming. I can't go back and reset everything I've done. So yeah, great. Gluttony power-up. Something I don't use. 10 out of 10 game design, Project Moon. Thank you very much. I understand not telling somebody if they're going to be picking like a good or a bad option. But why warn about the Hemogen bars and not warn about shit like that? I don't understand. Like, sometimes the game makes no sense to me. Oh, she's a permanent fixture now. Oh, that's great. How's it going so far? It's going well, to be honest. Other than the fact that we just got an ego gift, which is objectively terrible. I mean, it's only 5 SP, really. That's not that much, I suppose. It still annoys me when the game does this. Cater to the usage. I don't care what a dungeon is catered to the usage of, because there's multiple things. It's the Accursed Codex we just picked up. It's like, just because there is something that the game is expecting you to use, it doesn't mean it should punish anyone else who isn't. Or really, yeah. It's bad game design to do, frankly. There were multiple choices. It was look into or destroy. But they don't tell you what the multiple choices are. What do you think? Yeah, reset to the last checkpoint. I mean, would resetting to the last checkpoint reset me to before or after the... whatchamacallit? Before or after the boss fight with the other guy? No, it wouldn't. Right, never mind then. It's only 5 SP, I suppose, at the end of the day. How are these guys? Well, yeah, on one hand, it's only 5 SP. On the other hand, that's a shitty thing to do. Like, I guess for the average person, that fight's rather easy, so you could just go back and do it again if you don't like the gift, but... still. I'm fine with active debuffs. If the game is punishing you for failing a check, great, 10 out of 10. Not annoyed. I dislike it. I would prefer it not to happen.
예술이 뭔지
But I'm not going to
보여주고.
complain. It's a fail. If I fail a check, I deserve to, suffer from that. But when I succeed a check and I get punished, then I get annoyed. That's when I start calling something bullshit. I'm not a fish. It's the same reason why I dislike unbreakable coins, really. Okay, it's not the same reason. It's along similar lines. I dislike unbreakable coins in the fact that they're simply... Well, okay, they've been done far better in this Canto so far. They still worry me, but in Canto 6 they were the worst. Not 6. 7. In Canto 7 they're the worst. Because it straight up just punished you for winning. Whereas it's the same thing. If I've succeeded, I should have something that will be beneficial. If it was -5 SP for damage up on anything, great, thank you. I will take that. That's a reasonable trade-off. But gluttony up. I can't even remember... Hold on, let me just quickly get rid of that. I don't know how many IDs even have gluttony skills. Frankly.
그럴듯한
Because I don't think
예술이라면
it's very
더
many.
좋을 텐데 말이야.
What are we talking about? We're talking about...
먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
not... Wait, where is it? This thing.
이런 부수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
How are unbreakable coins punishing you for winning the clash? Because you're still not getting out scot-free. Losing harder in another way doesn't mean you're not getting punished for winning the clash even if you do win. It's just that you get punished less. See, like, this is where it's the worst, because now I'm -5 SP down, which is a major disadvantage for the start of most fights. Like, that's a 5% chance between needing to reset or not. You can evade unbreakable points, that's it. I'm not... I need to be careful about my language here. I hate that argument. Because to evade something and deal damage at the same time, you need to multi-slot things. And unbreakable coins that you're supposed to evade, all they do is encourage playing solo even more. That's why I despise that argument, because it doesn't make sense. That's not how Limbus is played. Still punished for the block if you get hit. No, because you go into a block expecting to get hit somewhat. The reason you use a block is to stop the damage from getting hit slightly more. That's not getting punished, that's just how the thing's supposed to be used. When I clash a skill, I want to not take damage. I'm not going into this skill thinking, oh, you know, if I win the clash, I'll still take some damage, of course, because why would winning a clash save me? That's not how that works. That's how... No, it's not, though. Oh, Limbus has played solo. Yep. See, look, we would already be in so much better of a spot if we had more SP here. Am I sure I haven't hit my head recently? That's fucking insulting, frankly. I've been arguing this since Canto 7 came out.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
폭들을 제거하겠소.
Don't understand That's fine. You can not understand somebody's mentality. Don't immediately assume that they've got brain injury because of it. The way I like to put it as an argument is, would you be happy as a player? And now this is arguing from Canto 7. So obviously it's gotten better since then, because then every enemy had unbreakable coins. But think of if every enemy had an unclashable, and it's far better here. I like the fact that the unbreakables aren't being used on mass attacks, because those, I fucking hate those. I detest those because they remove all skill. This is fine. I can control which sinner gets hit by the unbreakable coins here. But so if you think about it, if you were to go into a fight and every attack the enemy had was an unclashable attack, would you be happy? Because I mean, if you were, cool, okay, the argument fails. But if you wouldn't like that, the way I effectively like to put it is, unbreakable coins are the cocktails to unclashable attacks straight liqueur. Like, it's when you okay, let me go through the metaphor here. If you were to drink a bottle of vodka, somebody is going to most people are going to look at you like you need help. Because frankly, you probably do at that point. But if you were to drink like a cocktail or 2, or 10, that's more socially acceptable. You know, because everybody drinks cocktails, right? But the problem is, if you drink enough cocktails, you're effectively just going through a bottle of vodka again, but you don't notice it. It's the same sort of thing here. Because Project Moon doesn't notice that how they're being used, which they've probably started noticing now. All my arguments work from Canto 7, so they work less now that they're actually beginning to balance them well. They put them on everything, thinking, oh, it's fine, it's watered down. But it's in effect, it's the exact same thing.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
I'm perfectly fine with bosses having unbreakable points, just like I'm perfectly, well, I kind of dislike when bosses have unbreakable attacks, but I mean, it's most of the time it's fine. What I dislike is when they're on everything. Also, I just realized now, we're fucked. We're about to go into a boss with fucking no SP. Oh, wow. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It genuinely might be better to reset to checkpoint here. Yeah. Normal unbreakables on attacks? Yeah. Great. But unbreakables on... unbreakables on AoE attacks? No. That's bad. That's a bad idea. I dislike that. Because it removes the strategy. What's the point of having a tanking idea if some attacks just go past you? Anyway, let's try the boss out, and if the SP we have means that it's basically impossible to do, we're just resetting back to checkpoint. Oh, we're gonna be at minus SP again because of this brilliant gift we picked up. Alrighty, the game space is still shrinking. Let's see how the candidates are doing. The leading contestants at the moment are Chu of the Ja family, practically vacuuming up the other contestants' coins. Jamu, summon the head here? But how? Hold on, do you hear that? It's coming from that passageway over there. Like I said, there isn't much time left. Are you willing to take responsibility if Value gets hurt because you tied his belly here? Like about Shai, please calm yourself. It seems your master Pan's been eliminated well, so we must conserve our strength now. We definitely cannot afford to run into Jiachu with our current force. No, I've seen with my own eyes that Value is okay. Losing Value earlier is bad enough. After talking about what happened earlier, we've lost 5 others on our end other than Value. That's different. Miss Baoshai. Value. And Miss Value. So you're the ones who ran into Big Brother Pan earlier. Phew, you really scared me about you. Mr. Shu isn't doing so hot. You know, I think he's got another case of not breathing. You know, the consequences of running his mouth very shouldn't. Don't worry, it's not so easy to kill. Maybe they'll use a different treatment method on him this time. Hopefully they'll let him to be all more obedient to the mother's commands this time around. Everyone's to agree, and Big Brother Pan's not easily as tame as others, you know? I see. Are you unhurt, Value? Yep, I'm okay. Phew, that's a relief, but Shubayu's expression suddenly turned somewhat sour. What's are you doing there with you? Please, Miss Baochai, this is misunderstanding. You merely found me lost inside your generosity. Help me out of here. There's anything more to this. You're into many other candidates. Yes, but as luck would have it, I've been able to keep myself safe thus far. Please tell me she doesn't leave my team right as we're on, like, the verge of death. Hey, value. How about you finish the game right here and now? You remember some monetary contract? Take care of that for you. And offer extends to everyone else in your clan too. Everyone, if you're here on a contract, I'll add 3 zeros to how much they're paying you did back out of the game. Oh, she's in second. We're not bound by stuff like money. Oh, come on, really gonna let that shake you here now? By the way she got and hesitated, seems like a significant amount of effort for her to refuse this offer.
복차 누나,
Big sister Baochai.
왜 그런
May I
말을
ask you
하는
why you
거야?
suggest something like that? Do you have any idea what's happening up ahead? Gashu's up there, beating the crap out of everyone regardless of what family they're from. 3 cannons charge him at the same time, you still wipe the floor with all of them without breaking a sweat. Oh god, he's gonna be the final boss, isn't he? Oh no. Says gonna continue to shrink, which means you'll never be around the big brother Jiachu. I mean, I predicted we'd fight him. But still, alright, this big brother Fran, he won't go down easy either. He won't. Do you recall what I said to me when you found me crying? Miss, please, we will buy you a new bird from the market, one with the prettiest voice, with the most beautiful feathers. But I want the same bird I kept in my cage, that's the bird I like. Ah, young master, Bao Yu, what's the most precious pyramid Daguan and the prize jewel Jamu doing here? You're angry. I'm not angry, I'm just sad. The bird I cared for a lot flew away, and when I opened its cage to refill its water bowl. Don't worry, when the apricot flowers bloom again next year, we'll call it scent, and return here to relive the memories of the blossoms. There's no need to be irate about such things, it'll be a waste of your pleasant fragrance. When you smiled, your jewel-like eye glimmering. I just think you're a brooding fair man, but there's something about what you said that I really liked. Oh, you remember how Jamu and my mother agreed that we should be wed? We would be wed should you return to Daguan Yuan? So I've gone through the trouble of preparing your room ahead of time. I look into that room every single day, dreaming of Daguan Yuan for the both of us. Let me show you the things I've done to the place later. Only wonderful things are going to happen to us as long as you're with me. So let's go back. Sorry, I still have a promise to keep. Can't you just leave something like that behind? Gem like you deserve to be placed where it may glimmer most incandescently, right? Oi, are you getting married? The exchange must remind him of Catherine. Okay, hold on. I'll lower the audio. That way I can speak better. Heathcliff looked at Honglu, Zhu Baochai, and then at Lin Daiyu before falling silent. Mantis that stalks a cicada must practice caution, so they do not prey to us skin. What an appropriate aphorism for your present state, isn't it? Who is it this time? Candid on the wiser end of the intelligence spectrum, seeking to find profit amidst the chaos. My name is Mong Daiwei. Lower the voice audio specifically. Okay, fine. Oh, that would be why. Right, okay. Thus, I, Wang Dawei, have allied with another formerly prospective candidate who, while he could not take you to certain personal tragedies, remains most passionate about the war all the same. Oh god, this guy. Kneel and kowtow before me, peasants, for I return to grace you with my presence. Seriously, this asshole again, after all that? Just how many times did they teach you this lesson? Well, what lesson? Whatever, I've never felt better than I do today. We've made a few adjustments to the usual more popular method of life insurance using our Wang family's secret recipe. By the way, its policy hasn't been released to the mass market yet, thus it is my honor to demonstrate its various functionalities before you all. Just who is he talking to? The camera, perchance. Wonderful, what a sudden interesting turn of events. The crowd is going wild. Oh, it seems the candidate has managed to impress one of the audience members enough. A blessing from the audience. Oh no. Here's a special reward for you. A chance to select a large portion of coins from another candidate of your choice. Just say the candidate's name and the coins are yours. And taking Jiachu's. How do you mind there'll be another exorbitant candidate from coming after you for taking their coins? A lot of Jia Baoyu's coins. What? He sure is a fast thinker. Here's a man. Baoyu of the Jia family. Oops. Portion of coins hang from waist separate. Portion of coins hang from Honglu's waist, separate themselves from the bone before clattering to the floor. But how'd that even happen? But we went through so much to find them. Can't we just pick them back up again? Forsooth, the champion issue provided the dust on the surface is removed. Kyoto muttered, despondently watching as the coins roll away. With special coins, as they are now considered rewards bestowed by the audience, which means they're no longer yours. See him blowing it, won't do anything, sorry. Big brother, Yihua, our work is none, let's proceed to the next. Nonsense, my revengeance has just begun. No, we have other work to do. Come on, let's move on. No! I won't budge a step away here while I hold Jia Baoyu and Jia Chu's heads in my hands. Yes, mother will forgive me, I just need to cut off Big brother Chu's head and bring it home. Plus making me stupid, there's no way my bolus could have done that. To be free from aging and death, what a euphoric concept it is. Normal, I mean, humans can't even dream of one such realm. Once I had the taste that single world, I realized the throne of family hierarchy was insignificant and an illusion all along. You're paying the respect I'm owed, for I have achieved immortality, you miserable insects have been crawling through mud and shit to find. Right. It's a specific bolus, it's not- oh god, he targets. I think I might have to reset back to checkpoint, because I simply don't have the fucking sanity to do anything. Like... Over there.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Yeah, no, most boluses are fine. It's just a specific few that turn people like this. Right, that's going to be very annoying. A mass attack. Ah, precisely what I was complaining about earlier. Okay, luckily that doesn't deal very much damage, thankfully. I'm assuming before the nerf that did a lot of damage. Okay.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군.
Oh, that's interesting. It's a question of, is it worth attacking that? I'm assuming this goes down to, like... Let's take the favor there. 14 is actually decent enough that I'm going to consider clashing that. Use the ego again, that way that deals little damage. I actually don't want to attack them. It is better off for me to attack this guy. Just basically solely and utterly. Let me actually flash that.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
But all I need to do is get the sanity advantage back and we're fine. Great.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
And rather frankly, I need to kill this guy before everyone else dies, because otherwise the full brunt of his attacks are going to be on us.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가
창의적인 발상이군. 그래도 가급적 전투 중에 떠올리진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
The fact that she's still on my side is very useful for me.
그다지 유쾌하진 않군. 관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Right. Okay, frankly that isn't worth failing. Yeah. Or isn't worth risking failure on, is probably how I should phrase that.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, I love having Dao Yu. Dao Yu is so useful to have on the team. If only she could attack the correct target. We're now playing the game how Kim Ji-hoon intended the game to be played, ladies and gentlemen. All ego skills. That better not stagger people. It's gonna be so annoying if that staggers me.
생각하시오?
Someone did in fact get staggered, yeah. Should I put that this is base ego only in the stream title too? Because I just sort of thought that like was entailed.
파우스트가
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
Can we stagger him? No. We're on so low SP. Okay, we kill that. Frankly, sir, I'd like you to fuck off and leave me alone. Thank you.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Uh-oh.
여행이
Okay, yeah, I'll quickly...
목적이
Okay,
있었지.
give me a moment, Chad. I'm just gonna... SIDs... Base... Yeah. There we are. How many people just got staggered there, I wonder? Only one, apparently. Okay, that's fine.
조금이라도 머리통을 굴리게 되어서
I mean, it's
돌아온
Yi-Sang, and I
줄
kind of was hoping he'd be alive, but still.
환상의 세계를
쉬긴 했지. 천군수감자.
That killed, great.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로 싸워.
Extra fragile, great. Ideally, we get a Dayu 4 point next turn.
직접 싸워보질 않아서 그게 효과적일 것이라고 생각했는데
Is this gonna... Oh,
모든 결과들은
관리자의 전투 교육
파우스트가
위에 제시해야 할
perfect
수
timing on that
있어.
stagger. Okay, Heathcliff gets staggered, that's fine.
밖에서 막고
There you
있는
please.
걸 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군.
Fuck it.
관리자
Fuck it, we ball.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Is that a good idea? Oh, Faust is the only person being attacked. Fuck it, yeah, we ball.
들 제거하겠소.
Hong Lu out here is somehow the most sane man. I genuinely thought that fight would be impossible from that SP standpoint. Right. Cool. Great.
관리자님, 이쪽으로
Cool.
오십시오.
Take cover, Executive Manager. Gah. Sharp feathers begin to fly in all directions, puncturing the walls and anyone caught in their range. Now things are starting to get way more interesting. Everyone's in disarray, people fighting, chaos abounds. How about we had a pinch of arena shrinkage? I swear that bloody git's gonna get it. Miss Baotrai, we must escape. No way, I'm not leaving Bao Yu to fend for himself. Lin Dayu. You have to stick close to Bao Yu, okay? We actually get somebody on a team who deals damage. Yes. You have to keep him safe to the end, no matter what. Miss Baotrai. Leaving behind Zhu Baotrai as she and her Zhu mercenaries drew Shi Yihua away. We barely managed to make it within the walls. I cannot express how happy I am that I can actually deal damage. Oh god, I've only got 22 coins now. That's ominous. What do you mean I don't? What do you mean I don't get a healing? What do you mean I don't get healing? Oh, there. Okay. We lost so many coins. All those coins we collected. Sal's gonna kill us when she finds out about this. When the family hierarch war is complete, I suppose you shall return to Daguan Yuan. Yes, I will. Once everything ends, I suppose that is what will happen. Big brother Bao Yu. Do you not want to return to Daguan Yuan?
글쎄,
Well, I've never given it much thought. Did you not give it much thought when you left this place too? If you don't want to return, then please express what lies in your heart. So,
대호,
Dayu,
하나 가지고
my one and only heart is long gone. I searched and searched, but it was nowhere to be found.
그러니 마음을
So any
비치는
expression in my
것
heart has become devoid of meaning as well. What do you mean, stay away, kid? Today's the day where they're finally revealing Venerable Jamu's new bolus. This is what we've all been waiting for. Ah. Please listen to me just once, just today, please. Is this kid serious? Everyone in the Kong's family is trying to get front row seats to the presentation. You're not making any sense. I know the precious jade Daguan, but your request is simply too ridiculous. I can't tell you why. Young Master, I'm sorry, but we simply can't do that. I'm not talking about it, just us. Master Kong Yujin and Lady Kong Shihu have been waiting forever this day. You've got no idea how excited they are. What? I'm super excited for today's announcement. It's gonna start in a few hours, you know? I know, so please stay as far away as you can from the announcement. Okay, I will. Are you serious, big sister? The adults are gonna punish you big time if you're not there. They're from a bodyguard family, they're gonna... it's okay, they'll starve me in a few days, big deal. Listen, Bayou, I won't go, okay? So, stop sulking and smile. Here, Mr. Bayou, Venerable Jamu summons you. We're quite excited about this occasion, Jao. Everyone in the Kong family is gathered here to witness this unveiling. I can confidently tell you one thing. Today will change the course of the Kong family's history. Oh, so it's not the child, it's just something different. Okay. Every soul Hong Yuan will never ever forget this day. What a generous and kind thing to say. The child agrees too, I can feel the soft kicking. I've done the honors of giving you a front row seat to the presentation. You have the best view of all the seats how this bolus, created all thanks to your virtuousness, changes the Kong family, Daguan Yuan and Hong Yuan itself. You see, we've drawn such a loud crowd today. Adults of the Kong family, most of them. They must believe this bolus aimed to announce they will ensure their family's future. However, the direction of causalities are set in stone. The cause and effect is established, the line between those 2 points drawn. Inevitability waits. Grandma, let me out of here, please, let me leave. Little Bayou, you must stand here and watch all of it. Do not blink. Ours would deeply appreciate this act of devotion, this offering I dedicate to them. Now plug your ears. Thank you, family members, affiliates, and friends of the Kong family. Thank you for flying with Air Kong. Today we are gathered to witness the groundbreaking bolus, the kind that has never been attempted before in Hong Yuan, and shan't ever be attempted again. This bolus shall bring us to the beginning of all things, a clean slate. This is a record of what shall never remain, but will never be forgotten. To the Kong family and its all adherents, I wish nothing but the utmost eternal glory in the indeterminable Avichinaraka? Don't know how to pronounce that. First, immediately grant an ad of grass of harvest from the... Right, okay. I'm afraid I can't read. Yeah, it's an SCP document now. Whale oil, must be without making a containing the viscosity level above. Prepare something less than after, preserve it in pulverization. One individual is called bolus produced for the above procedure. Repeating broadcast soon. It sounds like a recipe for a bolus, doesn't it? Why would they just randomly list off a recipe? My baby. The bird? From Break and Ruin? Little Bayou. The city is a land of humans and only humans. But you know aught of the world beyond its hedges? I know not the recipe for this bolus, but I know those creatures. The outskirts and ruins are populated by sapient sentient beings, those with intellect and emotions. And among the Jar Jar Ren, who possess an notably high level of fertility, reproductive abilities with excessive potential for violence. Besides, the Heishuo are... I must be quite wrapped with joy to prattle on like this. Well, as if you have any knowledge on the subject. Yeah, okay, there's an arbiter. Even if you're wiser, what could you do? You, a thing that need only glimmer on like a precious jade. 13 minutes have passed. Let us leave now, little Bayou. Thus the Kong family falls. My work here is complete. The rest is yours. Help, brother, I'm sorry, I should have listened to you. You made me so envious, I want to know what they were going to show here. Am I going to die? Yeah. The bastard son of the Jar family is also crawled in here, I see. Want to be helped. He's caught the scent of his own slumbering greed and could not stop himself from tasting what he coveted. I'm impressed that you managed to survive. Help me. Now the cause family established the event cannot be altered. Listen closely. Do you not hear the applause? Truly, from Break and Ruin. It started as soon as the presentation was complete. Oh, I see. They're not just any monsters. They're not even humans, are they? That bolus creates non-humans. Then they'll be here. The desire dreamt by the Yojin of the Kong family has been an illusory lamplight, the bell that told your collective greed to the vast city. Your defiance is meaningless. No, Venerable Jamu, that's not what this is for. This is the end. Luster finally left his eyes.
남은
You
것들은
didn't care for the remnants, for it should begin anew from a clean slate. Please spare me, I did everything you told me to. Why are you trembling so much? Where'd the guts to repair your very own nest go? The sweepers will arrive soon. Wherever there is trash, they'll always be on time to gather it up. No, no, please. Ah, you've given me a most wonderful face, so listen well. It's arrogance to believe your mere words will summon the head. In there, a non-human was birthed. Even when the city must not suffer their existence, even when the city permits only a human to live, they were conceived nonetheless. It has been many years since Hong anticipated the fresh birth of the beastmen from the outskirts. Your Heishuo borrows the biological qualities of the beastmen that live in the outskirts. In the odd case, they are accidental mistakes born out of ignorance. But things were different today. The hands that conceived it were guided by a purpose. She walked a very thin and translucent line for this scheme. She certainly knows how to use her head, doesn't she? Indeed, it's abnormal in its own way, and very human. Human wailings and inhuman wailings. This discordance too shall come to an end. Won't it? Yes, you. I know you'll Huh? Oh, I thought she was talking to Dente for a second there. You needn't busy your feet to hasten from this place. I haven't the cause to cleanse either of you away. Well, if you would rather hold your silence, then so be it. My two best companions, silent and metallic scented black tea. That chair, it would be best left untouched for posterity to know what happened here today. As remembrance of the Kong's folly, their humiliation, and a warning against those who would hold the same covetousness. Big bro, what happened? Why are you ignoring me today? Come on, what happened? Big Sis Dayu was crying all day outside, and she's been looking for you the whole time. Teacher wanted to play with you and Big Sis Dayu, but there wasn't anyone here, so I missed you. It seems to be the first identified cause of using your head to annihilate a family. It's a horrible memory. The vision of the massacre, the screaming, the crying of victims was partially blurred. But Jamu is overpowering, dominating command that he must continue to witness all of it. How could Hong Lu's eye in place, unable to look away from the horror? I plead to every single person I could that should stay as far away as they could from this place. Some of them laughed it off, most of them got angry at me. But as you can see, nothing came of what I did then. My actions changed precisely nothing. Something did change. I survived, didn't I? But Dayu, you hated yourself for being the only survivor. You seemed to that resentment, God so deeply and painfully against me, did you not? It's not your fault. The flow of one's heart isn't something that can be stemmed. Well, it's interesting that he's wrong. That's an important point. His entire thing is I can only witness, I can change nothing. But she's alive. He did something. I could tell you that I had no idea, that wasn't your fault, but it won't mean a thing now. Had I never seen those memories myself, I would have hated you for the rest of my life without a clue as what happened to you. You didn't cry. The story's never meant you know, but please, once you leave this place, let time wash this memory away. But you could have at least told me a small fragment, the smallest hint of what really happened. This festering hatred, this sorrow I held against you for all these years were... It's okay, Dayu. An errant gale came and blew our kites away, ending our game. That is all. Do not let the wandering winds... Click too quickly. Right. We have a choice. I think it's best to heal, and then we take the sanity loss, whatever it may be. Resentment is an avenging cycle of infinite weight. Every meeting and reunion and mutable destiny, thus karma of one's previous life measures their worldly state before their final flight. Wealth in the twilight of life is fortune most rare. Those who understand this leave their home for the temples, and those who are seduced by it fill their time with empty air. Birds, their bellies full with feed, flutter away to the forest. The field of white snow remains pristine, nary a footstep mirroring its immaculacy. I see Canto just lost a bunch of coins. Someone in the audience wishes to grant an opportunity to rebound. Well, seems like we'll have to send you some wooden dummies to recoup your lost coins. Sure. When you equip the coins we lost, let's show them wooden dummies. Can't wait for these to be the worst possible fights. Meanwhile, the 20 things we need to kill. Oh. Okay. So you losing the coins there is to presumably put you on a level they know you're going to reach. Because otherwise you could gain like a ton of coins. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not sure if that staggering was me or it was the enemy. Right. If only I had gluttony skills to be able to deal damage with. Wouldn't that be nice, eh, chat? insane amount of damage. What?
밖에서 맞고 있는 걸 보니
Right,
그다지
okay.
유쾌하지 않아.
That was the most useless brushwork I've ever seen.
수감을 무방비하게 만들지.
Great. So I'm assuming we're getting close to the final boss now. And now I'm thinking there's a few things we're gonna have to maybe fight. There's most obviously is Confucius. Confucius is absolutely top of the list for things we'll need to
해보기는
fight.
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만
But I'd say second, we might have to defeat the creatures from the outskirts. Potentially. That would make no sense. They would have planned that. Maybe. We could, potentially. And then Jamu wouldn't put us up there. We definitely don't have to fight her here. It's this Bao suddenly turns against us in the biggest twist possible, and we have to fight her now.
골치 아픈 것
해보기는 할게요.
거기 조각이
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't take this fight. This is actually really good to recover resources.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Like, it is nice to just have a bunch of effectively bullet sponges
행동을
to fire into to get back resources.
잘했어요. 순조로운 전략입니다.
그래.
일이 쉬웠다니까요.
처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
Right.
일 처리는
Victory
빠르게 하는
achieved.
편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Wow, a whole 2 coins. Okay, let's go see what this is.
이오티스 참전합니다.
We don't really need to heal just yet.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
My regret
아닙니다.
is immeasurable,
따뜻해.
and my day is ruined.
이런 부수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
Who's this even targeting? Okay, fine.
해보겠습니다.
You know what, I did just say I wanted bullet sponges, I suppose, so I guess here they are. The bullet sponges.
나라도 그렇게 했으니
Just think of the ego resources we'll get, chat.
이만한 분명하군요.
Right. Oh, 6 damage.
실거리면 조금이라도 머리통을 굴리게 되어서
Right.
돌아오는 줄
Okay.
알았다. 요즘 면담을 쉬긴 했지.
Dominating.
수감자
Neutral, dominating. Neutral. Better clasher. It's a shame I can't use it. Who's this actually targeting? Him. Oh, okay. Evade it then, actually. We hope we get lucky. 50-50 chance.
개시합니다.
Yep. That's how... No. 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 No, no. No, I don't think I will. Fuck.
목적지는 호기만소.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다. 딴데 이런 부수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
Don't tell me you're all targeting fucking Sinclair! Target somebody else! Right. Okay. Okay. Get your own fucking targets. Thank you.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Okay. So chat, whilst we kill these things, how's everyone's day being? Going. How's everyone's day going?
나라도 그렇게
Because, you know, we're going to be here for a while, so, may as well ask. Going good? That's good. Just started for you. Oh yeah, I forgot the stream started at like 5 for you. Oh, we're actually dealing decent damage to this one this time. Waiting for your VR to charge back up. Fair enough. Dominating. That's in neutral. Is there anything flashes better with that? Oh, it just gets dominating on it. Brilliant. We go back over here and clash here. What was clashing with that before? Was it really just him? Oh. Okay.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Hopefully we stagger here. I mean, if we stagger here, then we don't have to deal with the neutral attack that is waiting to happen. Never mind, we just won. Great, okay. As in, won the attack, we've not won the encounter just yet. If we get a stagger off, it is worth our time to just blitz this guy down next turn, frankly. Okay, that's gonna... That would have been better next turn, frankly, but I'm happy to see it. Because next turn they would have had a stagger on, so that would have dealt insane damage compared to the minimal it'll deal now. Who are you targeting? Heathcliff and Yisang. Right, okay. Neutral and favored, that's good enough. Let's kill this thing.
행동을 개시합니다.
Locked in. I'm not that locked in, I'm just... I mean, it's mainly just slotting things in. This shouldn't be a hard fight, it'll just be tedious. Yeah, the leveled up Pentacular were a mistake. I don't think any of them are fun to fight against. Because, like, the Wrath one deals a ton of damage. Which, yeah, okay. It's still not particularly fun to fight against. Then you've got the Sloth one, which just makes life hell. And then you've got this one, which just takes 1.5 years to kill.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Like, even with actually good teams, this monster takes a while to kill. Sorry, I meant Gloom. The Gloom one is hell to fight against because they just inflict so much sinking. It's just nothing you can do. And I don't think we've fought any others yet. How much tremor was that? Sorry. Oh, everlasting. Okay. That's why it triggered 3 times. This is everlasting. Reverb, I mean. Oh no, reverb's different. Everlasting is what triggers more than once. Dominating, brilliant. Ah,
해보기는 할게요.
it's not attacking one of us,
안
is it?
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Stagger, brilliant, great. VOD just skip 5 hours. Oi. I mean, yeah, no, that's probably about right. I'd say let's be reasonable, 7 hours. Then we'll be done with this fight. Right, okay. That just shows how absurd the amount of defense it has is, that the minute we stagger it, it dies the next turn. Right. We still don't need the heal. Springtime's dream scatters like clouds in the wind, and falling petals float away on the stream. Thus to every son and daughter we pose this question, why seek and wonder for such a vain suffering? There's another candidate in the room. The moment we enter the threshold, the door shuts behind us and the host's voice booms from the speakers once again. Defeat the opposing candidate, be granted the opportunity to find yourself a new path with even better opportunities. Now's your chance to be a big shot. But we don't want to make this fight too boring, do we? Let's add some variables. With a heavy thunking noise, spoons of smoke began to seep from the ground. The sinners who inhaled began to cough violently, and that can't be good. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's poison. Don't tell me it's poison. Fuck me, it's poison.
그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니까?
It's favored too, so I can't even just win, right? Fine, let's save them.
간다.
Yeah, okay, they're really making a concerted effort for poison to come back into the game, which is terrifying. The base IDs are not good at dealing with poison.
목적이 있었지.
Like, genuinely, without a shred of irony, the hardest boss in Canto 5 for the base ID only challenge is the Clan. And I say that without a shred of irony. The Clan took something like... How many attempts was it? I think the Clan took 8 attempts. Which, just to put it into perspective, I first tried the Ahab Trio with the base IDs.
해보기는 할게요.
That is how insane poison is on bosses.
제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
It is lethal. Like, of everything to be in the game, inflicting poison per turn onto the sinners is terrifying for me.
행동을 개시합니다.
Like, yeah, outside of Canto, I mean, no, actually, the Clan is one of the hardest bosses in the game for the base ID only. The only harder bosses are him. Him is high on the list. And then Backcliff. Him and Backcliff are the only 2 harder bosses harder than the Clan. Which is insane. Genuinely, if you were to ask anybody other than maybe somebody who's watched the Esco Railway video, would not predict that the Clan is the worst fight.
간다.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
I do find it very funny. Ricardo is the sort of boss that, like, he feels like he should be really difficult, and then when you get down to it, it's just Maso and Ishmael. If I had to actually kill Ricardo with the base IDs, he'd be the hardest. I don't think it's possible to kill him with only the base IDs. I mean, it might be, but it would take a lot of skill. And you know, I'm not a very good Limbus player, frankly. Most of the time, I mean, the team I'm most familiar with is the base ID team. Purely because of this challenge. Every other ID is, like... I kind of understand how Wild Hunt works, to some degree. I can tell you my strategy for using Wild Hunt, but I wouldn't say I'm proficient with them. And I have basically no idea how to team build other than just put a bunch of the same status together and hope it works. Oh, go. How many more left? 4 left, okay.
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
I'm so glad we picked the healing bolus. If we didn't have the healing bolus, we'd be dead. Just categorically, we would be dead by now. I don't know what the rest of the boluses do, but I'm happy I logicked that one out and got the healing bolus, because yeah, we'd be so dead if it wasn't for that. 5% healing is so good, especially when we have no other way of healing. 5% healing is better than Soup Sinclair,
골치 아픈 것
which is a low bar, but still.
되었군요.
I mean, I can't use non-base egos, but still.
않은 성과입니다.
I think the best bolus for the proper team would maybe be the damage one. Purely because it allows you to effectively phase skip a ton of bosses, I'm assuming. Because if you get them to dead, you don't have to deal with anybody else in the fight. The healing bolus is also better than Soda Honglu. Oh god, I don't want to keep going, but I do. Let's just keep gambling. Whoa, whichever method you used to arrive in this room, congratulations are in order. As a reward for finding the secret room, feel free to take a helpful artifact, just one though. Also, some of these artifacts might be off limits to those who don't have enough coins. Please choose carefully, they're precious artifacts from the great houses. Which one should we choose? Jar family artifact. We've got to pick the best one, clearly. I choose the rightmost box, an auspiciously coloured bolus from the Jar family. Should have some impressive qualities given that it's one of H-Club's similarities. This will be useful for the sinners. We'll take the artifact and leave the room. When take damage, gain skill, final power 1, and deal plus 10 damage. Oh, wait, Absolute Cinema. I'm actually doing the Absolute Cinema on there. Holy shit. Thank you, game. We are so back. Okay, what's this event? Streams turn crimson with fallen petals, and unspeakable sorrow becomes a vast, innumerable system of roots. Thus, the unresolved resentment blames naught but the springtime breeze. These are two large jars within the room with two mysterious devices hanging from above them. The host voice booms from the speakers the moment we approach the jars. Another chance to earn yourself some coin. The condition is simple. Remain as long as you can inside those jars. Trusting the clan member is not so easy to rattle and pick up your coins. Easy, right? Select a sinner. Proceed. There you are, Heathcliff. Lovely. The group called bugs followed, and Heathcliff managed to stay inside despite the horror, but everyone else jumps out of the jars screaming. Looks like our dear audience really enjoyed that. Well, it's too bad. The coins are only for the brave ones who managed to stay inside the jar. Coins fall out from the near speaker. Heathcliff calls out the jar as well with a look that cannot be described as anything positive. Incredible. We pick up the healing, we go back to the fight. Yeah, we go back to the fight. Thunderous Spray. Because then we get some SP for the future fights in the event that we're about to face. Oh god, these things.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Frankly, now that we have that other thing, I'm really confident.
부수적인 효과를 기대해서
Like, we get hit and then we suddenly get stronger for it. That is insane. Especially considering, as we're the base IDs, we get hit quite a bit. Yeah, you may not know it, but we get hit quite a lot.
또 안 먹히는 방식으로 싸워놓고
An actual Rupture team must be insane for this dungeon.
좋게 좋게 넘어
Like, you must be able to deal insane numbers by the end. I don't even mind losing, really. I deal so much more damage when I lose once. Oh, I understand why the game's echoes audio. Game's audio is echoing. That's meant to be muted. Whoops. There we are. Okay, the echoing should stop now.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
수 있습니다. 소교관의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
That would also be why the voices were so loud. Right, okay. Glad we figured that out. That's basically skip the first two phases of the final boss. That is insane. I do want to run this with my proper bleed team just to see how much easier it gets, to be honest.
곧 끝장날 수 있을 것 같은데.
I just realized, does that gluttony power-up not stay? You lose 5 SP for a momentary power-up. Genuinely, I find it amazing how Project Moon manages to make a ton of things worse than the only ego gift so far they have actively advertised as a negative. Genuinely, the only thing they've actively advertised as a negative being the Hemo bars. And they're one of the best ego gifts in any dungeon. It's insane.
좋은 전략입니다.
나라도 그렇게 했을.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
이만하면 훌륭해.
I wonder what the bad ID is going to be for... Bad end ID is going to be for Honglu, honestly. Because, I mean, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I guess we haven't seen part 3 yet, we can't really decide for it. Also, this is an insanely long, like, part. Are you kidding me? We've been here for... Okay, this stream's gone for an hour 46. The previous stream went for like 3. It's insane. I love it. This is, I think, genuinely, this might be my favorite Canto so far. This specific part of it, I really enjoy. Right, okay, here we are. Stagnant and festering. Oh, damn it. It had to be you, huh? I really hope we'd never have to meet. Jichun, you're doing okay? Well, I'm not dead, but I'm also out of coins, as you can see. We were attacked by Jia Huan, who wiped out our clan's remaining forces. I barely managed to protect what I had because there was no way I was letting him eliminate me, but, well, given how the game's going, I guess I'll play somewhere within the top 5 merely by surviving this far in the shrinking arena. Good enough to pick up some trinket from a random corner in the treasury, isn't that right, brother? Jichun almost let out a wry laugh, caught herself, then sighed deeply as she regarded us. What's happening here? You guys look rough, and what's Big Sister are you doing here? Jashun asked, realizing the oddly downcast atmosphere surrounding our group. Oh, you don't need to mind that, Sichun. But if you want to come with, you could. No. Just leave me. If I'm to be eliminated, I'll at least face it head on and accept it. My lady, Wei, the family hierarchy was a place to demonstrate what I've prepared so far. This just means I haven't prepared well enough. It sucks and it's frustrating, but I have to accept the results. I see. The game should end soon, since there weren't that many candidates left in the game. I'll see you outside. Stay safe. Really? You're just gonna let me go? Aren't you gonna take my coins? You don't have nearly enough coins to... I'm in the same place as you are. It sucks, but we're gonna try our best to the end. But I don't want to take what is yours. I don't want it to happen, but I knew you'd suddenly changed. What did you say? Yes, Yuchun, if that's what you want. Feel free to hurt me, kill me, or just like our own siblings and children from the other families have. I'm meant to leave Daguan in a few years' time, so before that happens, maybe you can. How could you say something like that to me? Well, you know, I don't want to care about matters of life and death anymore. You never should have said that to me. I won't be visiting you ever again. And I hope our paths never even cross after you depart Daguan Yuan. Those words haunted me every time I saw your face, brother. You were smiling, like somebody already given up on everything. But I guess I have no room to talk. I didn't even bother asking you what happened. I just completely ignored and avoided you. I ran to Big Brother Chu earlier. I thought he was going to kill me or take away what few coins I had, but he just glanced at me before walking away. Weird, right? You, Big Brother Chu, I have no idea what either of you want. You should keep moving. Rest assured I'll protect my lady at the last dying breath. I wish you good tidings until the end of the games. Right, I get the feeling we're about to fight a boss. Okay. Let's go for the event first. Happiness and laughter are but illusions. Sorrow and grief are but illusions also. Avarice, yearning, and longing are but manifestations of one vacuity. We're in a different candidate's clan in a narrow hallway. Feel free to duke it out with the candidate's mutual... Okay. Feel free to duke it out with the candidate's mutual agreement. I think we turn this battle into a more interesting game. It's up to both of you, though. Make a wager. I love gambling. Wager it is then. Place 5 coins in front of you and send a member can and give them a presentation on why the candidate is more deserving the family hierarchs. See, if you know Penn's argument will reinforce your own, and a dear audience will choose a winner. Alright then, send out most articulate and persuasive representatives. Go Otis. My truly the best, the master of talking about how good other people are. I want to know genuinely, did she have an advantage to doing that? Hold on, 7 plus 14 is, 7 plus 14 is 21. She did! She did! She gets a +3 advantage to that! Oh, that's incredible! Otis just crushes the opponent's arguments with ease. The opposing candidate's representative falls to their knees, clearly devastated by that loss. Congratulations to the winner! Otis gathers all the coins from the ground. This guy's, yeah. 5 obtained.
훌륭한 작전 덕분에 승리했을 뿐입니다.
Incredible. Do this check, you can still just jump them. That's brilliant. That's an insane amount of coins. What? We have 35. Oh, we're actually nearing 40. Right. But we need to get second place. And I think Confucius is absolutely becoming the hierarch. Unless, out of the blue, somebody comes from the depths of hell and swallows him whole. That's like the only thing I can think at this point that would cause him to lose. Carmen suddenly decides to pay the second place visitor a visit. I mean, second place contestant a visit. Right, okay, that's fine, yeah, lose that clash. Why has everybody just forgotten how to roll heads at this point? Please, I swear.
행동을 개시합니다.
I suppose Bao Chai could actually do pretty well. No, she's still in the running. Oh, I forgot the abnormality fight from earlier. I'll need to go get that again. Or I need to go get that, because all the coins... Is it really worth it? More ego resources is how I need to frame it. Middle finger Tojo, yeah. He slams straight through the entire building to the bottom. We would get enough coins to put us in second. I mean third, I think. The tension didn't... Yeah, you just get to the end of it, that's it.
행동을
No
개시합니다.
boss. Yeah, part 2 just ends. Sadly for me and my sanity, I've heard several people talk about the final boss, so still. Sort of remnant of Garrett. We're dead. If we have to fight an Arbiter, we're dead. The Sinners aren't going to be able to fight an Arbiter. Yeah. Have fun! Prepare to die instantly. Can you kill an Arbiter with only the base IDs? Boss is the sun. No, that's Maso's Canto.
예술이 뭔지 보여줘.
Yeah, how insane would it be if Wild Hunt Heathcliff, like, pulled out an Arbiter from the Abyss? Nice argument. However... Please, how have all my IDs forgotten how to hit heads? Finally, the most dependable person in this place. Can I keep her? Can she be a base ID now? Can I just have her for the rest of the game, please?
해냈어요.
She's so useful.
해냈어요.
No. Right, okay. Is it actually worth going and fighting the abnormalities? On one hand... No. No, it isn't. No. Oh. Sorry, didn't mean to click you. Actually. Yeah.
이게 최선이겠죠?
She's so useful though. She actually deals damage. It's insane.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I would really like it if my Sinners could actually get their SP back now, honestly. That'd be quite nice if I didn't keep losing 5 every time I entered a fight.
교관의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
Yeah, truly the best base ID.
조치였습니다.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
순조로운 전략.
Like, that is such an insane attack to have on our side. No. Resetting would have meant we had to fight the jar guy again, and I didn't want to have to fight the jar guy. Mistakes were made, but still. Why has everybody decided to suddenly forget how to hit? Uh-oh. Right. Probably shouldn't have win rated that one. What did you miss? Most of the dungeon, to be honest. Let's... I mean, we can't grind very much because she's here, but we can at least take the time to get a little bit of HP back, and now we may as well just kill him. What problems did I miss that you found? Well, we've picked up an ego gift, which is terrible. Let me find it. Here we are. This one. Terrible. How close are we to first now? 42. Yeah, not that close. Yeah, the -5 SP one. That's the one. We're really getting to the climax now. As I speak, 2 candidates have been consecutively eliminated. She caved the Wang's head right in as soon as he lost his final coin. What a dramatic double knockout finish! And in fact, in first place, we still have, yes, Chu of the Jar family. There he is, get him. Who's that? Isn't he from the Jar family? We'll never defeat Jar Chu anyway. Let's take it. Let's at least take Jar Bao Yu out. Somehow I don't think they're going to succeed at that.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다, 단테.
예술이 뭔지
이런
보여주지.
보수적인 효과를 기대하시죠.
How are the candidates left here still alive? Like, they've got no noticeable gimmicks to think of. It's just random groups of enemies that are roaming the halls. Oh no, halberd combo's mine. Starting to attack enemies with counters. It's minor damage, frankly. Got tired now, yeah. He's just sitting at the center waiting for the competition to end. And so Confucius wept, for there were no more coins to take. I understand that that's mixing up my historical figures, but uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Right. If a 45 SP Yisang managed to lose to a -10 SP enemy, I was going to be very upset for a second there. Not very upset for a second, I would have been very upset. Ideal fumble, yeah. Okay, they should die here. Please don't lose to a -20 SP enemy, Otis. Thank you. I'd rather you don't do that. It's crazy that I'm in the position where I think 96 damage is actually like a lot. Like, I look at that and go, yeah, that's a good skill. Tired, you wanted to sleep in. The stream will be over soon. Just to have a nap in the middle of the day. It's a Saturday? It's Saturday. I think. You can sleep in on a Saturday. Oh. That was a decent amount of damage, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't clash the enemies with counters. See, but that would require effort and not just win rating, so... I paid for the whole health bar, I'm going to use the whole health bar. Right. How in the world did Jamu win this? Like, did she go full-on, like, Hunger Games pacifist mode? Like, making alliances with everyone and stabbing them in the... Well, pacifist. Making alliances with everyone and stabbing them back in the back at the end. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. HP did not come free with my sinners. I do not have HP. Okay. Looks like everyone's getting more desperate. They're all cornered, just like us. Damn it, it's not like they're gonna win a ton of coins by coming after us. Our best course of action now would be to take advantage of the situation. They're saving us the time by coming at us with their coins. As we're fighting, spending and fighting off groups of enemies after enemies, a loud bang of a firearm echoed from... Uh-oh. Linda Yu leaped from Honglu, falls to the ground. Ah. Okay. For a second there, I was worried. I thought we were gonna have to fight against the guy from the thumb. Oh, she suddenly was not meant to target for me. I'm still acclimatizing using the use of this ego. Never easy to aim right. There you alright? That's a pretty big wound. I'm alright. There you why? It would have been better for Honglu to take the wound, take the shot, because we could just reverse it. Just force habit. You're already forgetting I'm the Lin family, the family of bodyguards. Wait, no, she's actually more important than Honglu! No! Moments can be around, yeah, and let yours, you knew this. I need Hong Yuan's life insurance anyway, if that's what you're concerned about. Won't work on somebody who's been dead for too long, and I don't. I was briefing what eyes. My thoughts wandered as visions as Yuan's path into our present, perhaps his did as well. So I could make amends for even a small fraction of the years and resentment I harbored for you. Besides, I don't want to see you in pain. Please don't tell me she doesn't get to fight. No. No. No, you can't do this to me! This is quite strange. Would anyone know that could explain me why it's when such different clans causing such stir? Only a part of what advice. Do not be hasty in forging fellowships. You might come together as a fellow whom you trust to be a comrade who would build a future together only from the flit away without a word. You will not speak with such impudence, Gubo. How should I pass not to be a subject of your ridicule? Of course, our recent exchange tell me that you've learned to speak without letting the dirt on the ground draw the majority of your attention. But you saying I very much prefer your old self. What, the one you were drugging to keep in a basement? No, much too, let's see, yes, much too slick. I can tell from your complete lack of hesitation in coming to your new fellow's defense. So please, get out of my way. I do not wish to hit a wrong target again. There's no need, Gubo. Look at what hangs from my little brother's waist. There are barely any coins there. Now that's Bao Yu. Pride and joy, Dago and Yuan, everyone. So you went to waste a bullet on that thing. It's simply embarrassing. You dishonored the Jia family with that performance. We Jia deserve to be the very best of the four houses. You talk as though you've already met every candidate from the Jia family, brother. Yes, you could say that. I made sure the Jashirun would be eliminated soon enough. Foolish pair they were, both master and her bodyguard. Not to mention the rest of the clan that may as well not exist. While they're giving the arms and legs of their followers to trap and scavenge as many coins as they can, she stubbornly chooses the straightforward, honest and boring path. A privilege not availed to someone who's so low on coins. I was about to break her skull to end her suffering once and for all, but she managed to give me the slip. Not interested in improving our horrible first impression, is he? Doesn't look like he's about to start a fight just yet, so let's miss the first day for Miss Dao Yu here. No, no need. The Heishuo here, that means... What a shame, the last remaining candidate of the Zhu family is eliminated, but not before bringing such a dramatic defeat to the out-of-control Shi family candidate. Unfortunately, she wasted too much time in that fight and couldn't make it past the rising walls. If any rank clan members have been separated from your candidate, please remain still where you are. You will soon be collected according to the procedures. So Miss Bao Chai has been eliminated. It seems as far as I go. Brief though this journey may have been, I'm glad they were able to resolve many misunderstandings. Bao Yu. I wish you safe passage. No! 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 She can't leave, I need her! I need her! The game is racing to its end. Let's try some more unique this time. Really enhanced experience, shall we? More emotion, more drama, more danger! Wow, the voice crack. Something like, let's see, what if you crowd the top three candidates into the same room? The candidates' placements seem pretty concrete now, don't they? But we can shake that up somehow in the greatest turnabout of history. Game's predictable endings can get pretty boring for our dearest spectators. Which means, let's read the current ranking, shall we? First Jiachu of the Jia family, second Jia Huan of the Jia family, third Jia Baoyu of the Jia family. They're gonna put us in the same room as them? Oh, but to win turnabout is impossible, let's find out soon enough. Ha! Now, isn't this interesting? We made it to third place with those paltry coins, and the first place must have been really hoarding all the coins for himself. Let me go into first, little brother. I'd loathe the display of the faint and sibling am I aiming to with you. Although I wouldn't mind if you were to make a correct assessment of your limitations and drop out of the game now. Turnabout? Even this point is turnabout, isn't it just another way to make the show more interesting for the viewers and to enjoy? Yes! Come in third place, considering they'll also likely shoot for the golden bow, we're almost guaranteed to lose our objective to them. Okay. So how the hell are we going to beat that Jia Chu guy? Especially with Jia Han breathing down our necks. We have no other choice, do we? If there's no way out, then our only path is inward. Oh, are you sure about this? Both of them waiting for you in there. Heathcliff trailed off. Neither of them even remotely fond of Hong Lu, so they're likely going to go all out and trying to kill him. Heathcliff knew. Do I have to fight both of them? Big Brother Chu must be waiting for me in there. Brother Chu followed his father's last name, but is pretty much a part of the Kong family. He survived only because he happened to be away on the day of the Kong family's ruin. He found out only after he returned, but his mother from the Kong family and father from the Jia family occurred in that bloodbath, and he didn't even have a single close relative left. While welcoming upon his return with the empty ruins of this building, the silence of the Daguan Yuan people and the hell of the Kong family's disgraceful greed and how it destroyed them. Some servants warned me that Brother Chu might come to take my life, as anyone could guess that I had probably something to do with that day. He never came to find me, simply left Daguan Yuan, then Hong Yuan. So the fact that he has returned must be proof of his indefatigable determination and will. Of course I wouldn't know what that's like. Oh no. Respite under the shades. What Hong Yuan needs.
목적지는 호기만소.
Uh-oh. Jiachu was waiting for us, just as Hong Lu was predicted. We couldn't tell how long he'd been waiting for us in here, as he didn't appear to even be remotely tired or angry. He only got us in that same collected silence we remember seeing him from the day we first met. How nice of them to bring us all together. Isn't their intent quite obvious, gathering all of us in here? They're telling us to rid ourselves of the trouble of finding each other and determine who comes first amongst us. Still your insolent tongue, Jia Han. You possess not even an inkling of the path ahead. You've taken that name for a better purpose than to assume such a boorish display of vanity, have you not? Tension was palpable. No one was going to make the first move. There was Jia Han, who's always been hostile towards Hong Lu and us. There was Jia Chu, whose innermost thoughts we couldn't hope to grasp, but most likely harbored much anger towards Hong Lu and carried the torch of vengeance for his family's destruction. Look, there's something written up there. Ishmael whispered, a question written in large red letters. State the virtue of the family higher up. Now we have the top 3 candidates all gathered in this room. Oh, we're about to find out the winner of this game right here, right now, right in this room! So, with the gravity of this particular situation clearly communicated, let's try something completely different this time. Different, but most appropriate for the ceremony of selecting the next hierarch of Hong Yuan. Hold the wall and ponder the question. It's the first time I've finalists to debate the very question at the core of the family hierarch evaluation. We're here to engage in a dialogue? Hilarious. Had enough of the bloodshed then? Shall we end this game with a sophisticated little confabulation with sanctimonious virtues instead? Might as well put a bow on it, why don't you? If the opponent accepts your argument, perhaps you need to flex your rhetorical muscles and finish the second round with a parlay of words. Wouldn't you like to know what happens if you can't? It changes absolutely nothing. Similar return to what you've been doing this entire event. Take or be taken. Grab as many coins as you can. All of this was but the host's suggestion, nothing more. If either Jia Chu or Jia Huan decides to just attack us anyway, we have no choice but to fight them. What now? However, Jia Chu only wordlessly gazed up at the writings on the wall. What now, brothers? Hong Lu asked casually. I just think about every permutation of events that could happen this moment onwards. What if he decides to... Do I get to choose who I fight first, and then have to fight the second from there? Are we going for Exomex here? What if he decides to ally with Jia Han to take us out? Wait, no, someone like Jia Chu might not even have to ally with anyone to destroy us. Which means that for us to come second, at least one of them must be eliminated. It's a possibility that forfeiting the game now could resolve to place in third. However, what must be considered is outside the room, there are other candidates who have collected a similar number of coins that we have. It's possible that there are additional coins to be collected, some of which may be greater than our current sum. A small variable to risk nonetheless. Yeah, but the biggest problem right now is that the only planet that's aware of the golden bow currently ranks higher than we do. Only they're aware of it, it's possibly the whole reason they're participating in this game. At this point, they might have already attained it if they were to forfeit now. The ideal scenario would be for Jia Chu to utterly destroy the N-Cult forces, take all their coins and eliminate them from the game, but damn it, I can't strategize without knowing what he's thinking. He's impenetrable. Others of all people appeared completely stumped. This certainly does not bode well for our plan. By the way, chat, I'm not looking at chat because I'm expecting to see a bunch of spoilers. Please, if you know anything about the final boss, don't mention them. Thank you. That big fella, he's not much for talking. He seems the kind of guy who prefers to show his way to suggest than to talk things out. They've given us a platform to parlay. Thus rightly parlay we shall. What Jiachu said was a surprise to all of us. Now that's unexpected, you're going to play along with this meaningless game, Jiachu. The long years spent away from Hongyuan must have been quite smooth sailing for you. Those loneliness and impetuosity. Oh god. Impetuosity. That's even a word I don't know, actually. But indeed, smooth sailing. I was deprived of those who would stand with me, for I was waiting and wanting in the fortune with matters of people. Thus is what other knew, embraced them and learned much. I don't know just who you could have possibly met and learned from out there, but your ambitions have suddenly inflated. I met this Zhao of the Wang family on my way here, and he, whom we had all known to be quite clever, was sitting alone without coins, waiting for his elimination to be confirmed. And do you know what he said to me then? That he'd already given all his coins to the one who should have them. That he already achieved his victory in the game, as he already given the coins to the one who deserves them most, for anyone who does not claim them. I was then took by that insolence, so I thought to separate his head from his torso, but the Heishuo, the evaluation site, leaped and protected him. Jiachu, why would you seek the Wang family's alliance now? Of all now. Alliance? Quite the lofty phrasing for what it was. I merely discerned what he deemed to be good, and promised that I would make it so. What's good, huh? What could you possibly have after having essentially severed yourself from Da Guanyan for years to offer him that the Wang family doesn't already have? Fine then, I'll play along with your game for now. If you have something to say, then say it. Jahan gave Jiachu a sarcastic grin as he leaned against the wall. To ask one to state the virtue of the family hierarchy is to ask one to state what it is that Hongyuan, soon to be under the lordship of the new hierarchy, needs the most. I saw not but two kinds of people as I was raised in this vast yet confined room they call Hongyuan. Those who kill and those who die. To resolve this vile distinction, to restore the righteous path this land's tragedy of history, dyed crimson with the blood spilled in the name of our selfless avarice. We need these two virtues, humanity and propriety. That's quite nice. Because, okay, quick sort of philosophy history lesson. This guy's Confucius, right here. And Confucius's idea about philosophy was that humanity was something you had to cultivate as a human to be able to move forward and, like, create society effectively well. So that's quite nice because his whole teachings were about the things of ritual to achieve humanity and become good. So to him, the virtues are humanity and propriety. Humanity is the thing that you develop and become human because everybody's born as animals, they're not born as humans to Confucius. And then propriety is what allows you to recognize and follow ritual. So that's quite nice. That's actually his real life philosophical beliefs. Your words are utterly meaningless. Do you seriously think that people who climb around every restructuring day just to secure enough room for them to live have any care left to give about either your pretentious virtues? What Hongyuan needs is simple and pragmatic. The power to dominate and the administrative efficiency to wield it. I actually think I know who Jiafan is. And I'm going to look this up, actually, just because I don't want to be incorrect about it. But I believe Jiafan lost... Never mind. I think he might just be a character from... I'm not sure. Because I know there's another philosopher around the same time as Confucius. So Confucius was arguing that all, like, the past was good. The previous, like, sort of standing, the previous dynasty was a sort of heaven on earth. And he had another person who was the first person to write down all his beliefs, which was far more codified and far more, you follow what the government says is right, and power is what determines what is good. So you do here have the two debate between the two, which, yet again, is quite cool. Not to mention the ability to maintain the constant upward growth of technological innovation to keep up with the other wings. Unlike the other two, who seemed to be more engaged in this debate than I expected, Honglu kept his aloof silence, although none of that was any interest to him. It seemed to irk Jiachu, who turned to look at Honglu. Jiahuan's arguments are akin to legalism. Yeah, the person I think he might be, Jiahuan, I think was one of the first legalists. Speak, Jiabao. Dare speak your mind. What does Hongyuan need? Don't treat him as though he's on the same scale on which we operate, Jiachu. He doesn't know what he needs, let alone what Hongyuan needs. This is a waste of time. He doesn't even possess an ounce of ambition nor the heart to bloviate meaninglessly about his purposes. Yes, Brother Han is right. How could someone like me even dream of participating in such a grand discussion of great causes? I will not formulate my judgment of you based on conclusions Jiahan or anyone else in Hongyuan has drawn. They will be heard indeed, but my way is forged only by the answers that spring from my own deliberations. So, Confucianism is actually very similar to virtue ethics. It's a virtue ethical sort of theory, which is quite similar to the sort of things that Aristotle came across. And one of Aristotle's core things was that deliberation of the way forwards allows you to achieve eudaimonia, which is like the good life. So it's quite, yet again, it's another reference to the way he did things. It's deliberation and following of ritual allows you one to achieve humanity, and I'm being a nerd. Anyway, that's Jabba, you don't allow the judgment of others to guide your tongue. Jiachu replies sternly. Honglu looks towards the ground, somewhat taken aback before looking up at Jiachu. Would it not be much more productive for you to tell us more of your thoughts, big brother? Ah, just listen to him. Reply to my lord's question with such a fatuous query signifies that he lacks the vision to perceive the grand picture. Oh, yes, isn't the kind of question you can pop out an answer for, is it? Don't put him on the spot, give him some time to... You still fail to realize which party amongst those present wields the sharpest blade? Shandy nonsense significantly powerful, choosing to engage in rhetoric over crushing others with seer might in times of chaos. That's enough, Silu. Ask again, what virtue must the hierarch possess? What does Hong Yuan need the most? For a split second, Honglu's lips part. Seeing this shot again as though he's shaking himself in illusion. Honestly, I have no idea what kind of answer you're looking for me, brother. This was my first act of goodwill towards you, and quite possibly the final opportunity I may be able to afford you. We discard it again, regardless, blinded to its significance. Brother Chu, you must be anticipating something from me. Anticipation, is it? An imprudent anticipation. Ah! Words. An imprudent anticipation begets nothing but despair in the face of futility, leaving nothing but a hollow heart in its wake. Even still, I have deigned to grant you my valuable time for that slim potentiality I once saw within you, and by doing so I risk delaying everything I've prepared for a long, long time. Yet you evade my every query. Uh-oh. To swallow one's words when it is their turn to speak is to hide them. As you insist on stopping and veiling your thoughts, I am perforce compelled to act in a manner unbecoming of a noble man. Yet again, reference to his speaking. It seems I must dabble in your methods today, Zilu. As you command, my lord. Fuck! Honglu! You could have just answered the question! I shall afford you neither the withal nor the time to master your ruminations. Bring forth the real answer, do not let it languish behind your tongue. Honglu, you could have just answered the fucking question! Please! It would have saved us all a lot of time! Uh-oh. Right, okay, we need the sanity advantage. Oh no, this is the final boss. Okay, David. Right, okay. Once we start winning our clashes, we'll get up past the -5 SP we've been put on from the start of this fight, and everything should be fine. But still. Can I use egos beside base? Nope. Base ego only. The -5 sanity ego rift is really painful. Ooh, they're blunt fatal. That's good for us. Hopefully they're slash... They're also slash fatal? Oh, they're staggered. Right. What is this? My true heart. Oh. Nowadays remaining hours okay. Okay. That's quite good. So we want him to clash, because when he clashes, everyone gains more SP. Let's take... I do understand somebody has beaten this with base Hong Lo, but I'm wary of calling solos harder than actual fights. Because, I mean, for example, Papadon from... Papadon, no. Don Quixote in Canto 7 is an infinitely easier fight to solo. Like, genuinely, it is easier to use based on than it is to use a proper team. And I say that without a shred of iron. Well, no, you can't use based on, but it's easier to use one Don. I beat it with Shidon, who's I'm considering the closest to based on. That's the easiest way to do the fight. So, I understand Woman has done this fight with a Honglu base ID solo. I don't think that's anywhere near as hard as this. I think this is harder. I think this will be harder. Rather, I should say. Honglu. Like, yeah, I appreciate beating it. with only base Honglu. I think that's a cool thing to have done, especially on the first day. I don't think it will be as hard. I've never tried to beat Canto 7's Don with a full team of base IDs, but I imagine it would be hellish. How is this how did that -17s? They shouldn't have won that clash. Yeah, like, I understand solos are cool and all, but this will be harder. Just, indubitably. This will be harder.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Oh, they did alright. Oh. Right. It worries me that it's taken 5 turns just to beat the first wave, which are here solely to give us SP.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
당연한 결과죠.
Right. Uh-oh.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요.
Right.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Oh god. Reading. Okay. He's not giving it his all. He's stronger than Vigilius, what? Okay. Ends encounter when Honglu dies. Right. So it begins. Read the names of the passives, but, like, I know Honglu has a special passive. It's my True Heart, I know that. I know that's a Sliver Anticipation. I know that's a Bloodthirsty Suppression, I'm assuming. Bloodthirst Suppressed. Yeah, I understand this. I've read Honglu's before too. Let me... Okay, this is what I have my Ego resources for. This is the Ego resources had a purpose. This is it. Is killing... I'm not sure if attacking him is more useful. Offset that, brilliant. Zulu cannot die, okay. More worth it to target him then.
폭들을 제거하겠소.
Uh-oh. Right.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Right. All we have to do is not get hit, you know? That's that simple. Oh god, that's a ton of unbreakables.
파우스트가
Read the panic type of Jachu. Okay, I'll read
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
it. Right, okay.
훌륭하군요. 위에서 당신을
Fine, hold on. What is this?
당한 일이
Jachu.
있겠지.
His panic type is just Jachu.
있겠습니다, 단테.
Right. Does he lose sanity at all? Yeah, he does. He loses sanity. Okay. Go, my ego resources. Oh wait, that's
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
the names of his passive too. I forgot to read those.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Okay.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
That's gonna be an insane amount of damage. Oh no. Never mind, that was still quite a bit of damage. Okay, cool. Thank you, I'll take that.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Just looking straight ahead as he gets hit, that's very funny.
위에서 당신을
Okay, what are his
관리자로
passives?
정한 데에는
F.
합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고
Oh.
있겠습니다.
Spirit
딴데.
Part ends. Infinite Song of Erudition. Fixed Panic. Deteriorate. Death Rate Halt. Death Rate Impede. Okay. Wait, was that take 10 or deal 10? Deal 10. Alright, okay. How do I end this fight? Do I just kill him? Because I don't think we can... It was not below 1 HP, yeah. We physically can't kill Zilu. Is it purely a matter of survival? Is that it? Right, okay. This is going to be a question of how many ego resources I have saved up then. Who can out-tank the other when I've got the base IDs? Right. Thankfully I have enough ego resources and sanity to just oops all ego resources this. And then all the boluses we've got are really useful for us, frankly. Because it means the chip damage we'll be taking throughout the fight we'll be able to heal. Right, okay.
헤어라, 묘.
Uh-oh.
헤어라, 묘.
Oh, okay. Oh, they didn't go up. Oh, and he wasn't clashing, that's why he lost the clash. Right, okay.
조금이라도
Checks out.
머리통을 굴리게 되어서
Um,
그런 줄 알았다만 요즘 면담을 쉬긴 했지. 7번 수감자.
right. Yep. Yep, that's... I wanted to see that, actually. Thank you. Right, okay. Sinclair, you clash that. Otis, you clash that. Not Otis. You're not Otis, you're Faust. This helps me because that means that the rest of his attacks will clash lower. It's not going to matter though, because I've still got to do that. Do I really not have enough attacks to... Oh, you're unopposed, so you clash that. Okay. Thankfully I have hundreds of ego resources, so I can last for a while.
반드시 되찾을 거다.
Okay.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Why does he have so much HP?
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
That sure was a large animation for all of about 5 damage. Hongmu dies at IRL. Okay, I'll try not. Well, we've got a revival bolus, so we'll be fine on that front. But wow, a whole 3 damage.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아.
밖에서 막고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하진 않군.
Right, okay.
수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
That's good, that's dominating. Dominating again. Dominating again. Struggling, that's fine, that's what we have ego for. Not you, you're already flashing fine.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the damage is so low. I would be terrified if the damage was higher. It would actually really, really be bad.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
해와라, 묘.
Gets high over time, yeah, that makes sense.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아.
해와라, 묘.
I mean, that inflicts +2 rupture count is going to slowly start hurting more and more.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Uh-oh. Right, okay.
밖에서 막고 있는
Um,
꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하지.
Deception, what does that mean?
관리자, 수감자를
Right, of course it's not good.
무방비하게 만들지
Right.
마십시오.
Okay. Oh no. Dominating, but she's going to be staggered by that. I think it's better to throw Faust at her. Frankly. Heathcliff. You can deal that. Master Blaster, I'm ignoring you. I'm specifically, I saw that, but the fact that you've several times over said, oh, I wonder what they have. You should read it. I'm ignoring you now. I'm specifically going out of my way to not acknowledge the fact that I've read that. I mean, I've ruined it now by acknowledging that I've read it, but still. Right, okay. Do I have anything that can clash high enough to deal with that? Hold on, this is important, actually. Am I really gonna have to take a struggling? I don't want to have to take a struggling. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a struggling. Right, okay. Which one of these will deal more damage? Probably that one. Flick 4 Rupture, whereas that's... They're both going to deal a ton of damage.
행동을 개시합니다.
You didn't seem to mention it this way. Yeah, no. I did see it.
파우스트가 알아요.
It's fair to assume I didn't see it, considering, yeah, people don't read, but still. All I have to do is hope that this person with 42 SP loses the clash. I mean, the 39, okay, there's a chance. It's slim. Wow, okay, that's fun. Never mind, bye-bye. Right. That's 3 people staggered. Which means we're going to be taking deaths now.
관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Heathcliff dies here. I try and avoid as many other deaths as I can, but Heathcliff dies here. Just there's nothing I can do about that. And then we just hope Faust survives that too.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Out of this fight if they actually focused on Hung Lu. We're outspeeding them consistently, so it's not that bad, but still.
여행은 목적이 있었지.
No stagger? Great. Heathcliff dies. Heathcliff didn't die?
왜 죄다 죽지
Don't tell me that used my good ego gift.
꼴이라도 보았나?
왜? 뭐?
Fuck. Right, okay. He had more HP before the nerf. That is insane. What were Project Moon thinking when they made this guy? Right, okay, Faust. Yes, great. Can you clash with any of these? You can clash with that. I have to do that. Just to be able to conserve the amount of people that can do things. Not that one, it would be that one, because that saves Otis. I can't take chances anymore. Who's that attacking? I don't want... Yisang has to die.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
They definitely weren't thinking about the base ID team, yeah.
여행은 목적이 있었지.
The thing that I dislike the most about this isn't the fact that it's necessarily hard. It's the fact that when I fail an attempt, I'm going to have to spend another hour on it. Like it's the backcliff problem on steroids. Because I'm going to be here for years. Grab water because I'm thirsty, frankly. I wish you could kill Zilu, because if you could, then this fight would actually maybe be doable. Well, I know it'll be doable. I'm going to do it until it's done, but it genuinely may be worth trying to solo this. Like, it may actually be worth trying to beat this solo. And I would find that to be the stupidest possible way to beat this. But it genuinely might be the only way.
금방 다녀올게.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
배워라, 묘.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
Right. Yeah, bye bye fast.
때까지 전까지 잠시 쉬어라. 모든 너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다. 상정외의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠군요. 설마
How much health does he start with?
하진 않았을
Okay, we've done about 1,000 damage. We've done 1,000 damage and we've lost 2 sinners. And we're on the verge of losing more. There's a phase 2. What do you mean there's a phase 2? Right. 4 phases?! Fuck me. Right, okay. Uh-huh. 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 Mhm. I didn't know, yeah. No, this is my first time doing this. There's a reason why there's a no... does the no backseating rule say no spoilers either? If it doesn't, it probably should, to be honest. That's gonna kill Otis. Ishmael, take that.
해보겠습니다.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. This is the second phase, so there's 2 more phases after this. Right, okay, fuck me. You arbitrate. No, it was a genuine mistake. Oh, that didn't stagger. Okay.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
I don't know how that didn't stagger, and I'm not gonna ask. Frankly. Jetsu does not give us even a moment to catch our breath. The unrelenting storms and strikes pummels Honglu and the rest of us to the ground, but he doesn't seem even remotely winded by that effort. But I could tell this wasn't his full force. He wasn't looking to kill us here outright. Jetsu awaits Honglu's answer. But it seemed his patience was running low. If you're gonna toy with him, why don't you at least hit them harder? I'd love to watch you tear his useless head from his torch, though. The last of Jahuan's snide remarks, Joshua looks down wordlessly at Honglu, who is still trying to catch his breath. You have no answers still? Honglu's eyes wander like someone swimming through the veils of time. What Hong Yuan needs. Silence continues, letting the countless moments in time to pass by unseen. Don't pretend like you're ruminating on some great secret of the wild. None of this matters to you, Hong Yuan, Hierarch. Why should it matter when all you care about is a singular thing? You want someone to end your life, to cut off your head. But oh, you don't even possess the courage to do your deed yourself, nor do you have the persistence to struggle on. Jabao Yu, what is the true greed, if not that? Why didn't you save him? No, let me ask you a different question. Why did you save her, and only her, Jabao Yu? Linda Yu, she was supposed to have been there at the event with the Kong found. Oh, he couldn't save anyone else. Instead, she was long found hiding in some shed far from that building, wasn't she? Jahuan, he always envied you. You knew that. You must have. His future in Daguan Yuan was more precious than he could have done, anything he could have ever been. The most dull, meaningless life you cling to. He tried to. Humans die. It's what they're born to. It's naive for all to wish an eternal blossom, because everything that blooms is destined to wilt away. Honglu stops himself, suddenly reimagines the memories, but his reply to sleep, still and silent. Familiar, aloof, and warm, and cloud-like vision, words fill the vacuum. If an answer to your question exists, what is the meaning it would have? In our lives, but are but in our lives that are but sparks that go out in the blink of an eye, what meaning would all this suffering, pain, happiness, pain, and sorrow have? They all float away with the flow anyway. So if Hongyuan needs anything, I guess it might have to... it might need something like contentment in the poverty and joy of having principles. To not desire more, nor to discard what is given to us, instead to simply and fully accept the present. That must be the remorseless past, the true inner peace, right? Even in poverty-stricken lives, everyone finds contentment with what is given to them. They will find inner peace, I see. How Jabba, you almost doubt the truthfulness behind your words, for you do not know poverty. If you knew true poverty, you would also know that's not something to be uttered so lightly with that insecure smile of yours. None of us here in Daguanyuan, neither you nor I, deserve to discuss it in the manner which you have. Thus I'm compelled to believe you're still yet to give me a real answer. He's right. You want to just accept what's given to us. That is what it is. That it's just what it is. That it just is what it is. This is this and that is that. That's too wretched and pathetic for the poor. Shadow draws over Jashu's expression as though he observes every hour has been slipping through Honglu's fingers. And he remains patient. It seems as if he was waiting for a reply he thought Honglu must rightly give. I will ask again. What does Hongyuan need? What does it that people need? And those who are busy dying, too busy living, too busy simply persisting, breathing. What Hongyuan needs is... Silence has grown. You're leaving Daguanyuan? After all those years, you keep your silence the final moments of your departure. Not even a hint of answer about that day. Why? Why won't you stop smiling like that? Oh, I see you. Buried it all. And I hope you'll never come back again, because you've abandoned me. You've abandoned Daguanyuan and Hongyuan both. His mouth opened shut, once again caging the words that ached to be let out. And his lips once again assumed the familiar arch. The same lonely smile has seen far too many things they care about float away. Hongyuan needs a long life expectancy, fortune and health from both body and spirit. Wouldn't it be nice to live a long, fortunate life, free from any inequities of the world from the beginning to the end of your existence? You spew such hollow, worthless lies in place of the truth that you so nearly uttered. List out your truth, that is what I wish to hear. To be content with what is given to us and to live a long life unburdened by sickness and worry on account of inequities. They may both be answers indeed. If they were truly replies risen from the fathoms of your heart, then I would accept them and thereby draw my conclusions. Fuck, not again! Yet. I am yet to hear your answer. That answer hiding the shadows of your hesitation. The answer that you buried deep within. My lord, while there is he is. Withdraw now, Zilu. Finally! Get out of here! Withdraw now, Zilu. It seems that a brutal winner must come before I am to estimate the green within him. Wait, no, what's he about to do then? Reflect upon yourself. Exhume your humanity, your righteousness from deep within. 90 shields. Okay. First, it's like in a sliver of anticipation. He's not giving it at all, yeah. Then you have the top person account for the first phase. Can start coordinating when dialogues. Learn 300 shield per stack on Honglu. When Honglu has 3 dialogues, this unit does not gain shield for the rest of the encounter. I see. Okay. Yiseng is dead. Fuck me. Right, okay. I need to know who can take that. Who has the most HP? Not Ryoshu. Favored? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Even with ego, we are now getting to the point where things are only favored. Oh, that's fixed target on Ryoshu. I need him to lose so much more SP. Because if he loses all his SP now, then we can actually win clashes. And if we can win clashes, well, we'll still have to resort to ego. But we'll at least not have to deal with favored only. Right, okay. Okay, we need dialogues on Honglu. That's what we need. So we need him to start using attacks that give us dialogue, presumably. I'm so happy Zilu withdrew, though. Because Zilu was by far the worst person in this fight. Fuck. Okay.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
밖에서 막고 있는 꼴을 보니 그다지 유쾌하지는
You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! Ends in Canto when Honglu dies, yeah. Yeah, of course you fucking do. Does killing them grant me dialogues? Do I get dialogues for killing you fucks? Wait, hold on, what was that? That has dialogues. Flash lose inflict 1 dialogues. Is that gonna stagger him? That better not stagger him. That's the only hope I can have. Thus presumably begins the cinematics. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Give me as much cinema as you want. I'll accept cinema over everything else.
금방 다녀올게.
제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
이지대로 보여봐라.
Please don't stagger. Fuck. Okay, I now need to stall out the fight until Honglu can regain enough health to be able to answer another question. Oh god. Oh, the rabbits just disappear. Okay.
관리자, 수감자를 무방비하게 만들지 마십시오.
Dominating, brilliant. I just can't clash. That's a target fixed. Please read dialogue. Okay. Yeah, I know it heals. I know it heals. It's the question of does it heal enough? That's gonna hit regardless of what I do. Yeah. It full heals, does it? No, it's just... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was reading SP as... Right, okay. I think that's the best outcome now. Because now we can clash these. Who's this targeting? Oh, her. Okay. Right.
금방 다녀올게.
Yeah, gluttony resources aren't looking good, but that's fine.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해
Okay.
방식.
Yeah, we've got 9 gluttony left. We can't keep clashing with whatchamacallit? Sinclair.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
I think Branch is what's using up all the gluttony resources, frankly, and so we just really can't afford to use it. Not this much. Right.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
I didn't know Honglu was the Black Knight. Uh-oh. I heard that stagger sound effect. Yeah.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Okay, so Honglu can always clash dialogues now. Because he has enough HP to heal back to max whenever he dies to that. Great. Okay.
가망이 없군. 알고 계시겠지만 제 도움은 없을 겁니다. 이건 녹음된 목소리일 뿐일 테니까.
Can I clash without you? Yeah, I've got enough resources to clash with them. You don't take up Gluttony. You take up Gloom. We don't have enough Gloom either. That's fine. 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 C'est la vie. All we have to do is keep going on.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
I should have checked what Unbreakables things had, so people didn't die. Because if Ishmael here dies, we get to Don. Don is the last of the good IDs we have.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
We're beginning to run out of every resource, which is problematic. Heathcliff's about to take a stupid amount of damage there. It's fine. Right, okay. Two dialogues. Honglu doesn't die again.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을
어쩐 일이세요, 단테님?
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Oh god, we're running low on almost every resource. Okay, we can take a dominating on the first. Favored, I'll take a favored, honestly, at this point. Actually, that's a dominating there. It's a favored there. We can't take that. You have to clash with one of these, because you're the only person here remaining, really, who can take a lot of damage. Can't use Yuri anymore, pretty much. I need to rely on them. That's fine. We have enough resources to use that. You can't clash with anyone. Who's this attacking? Otis. That'll kill Otis. Sinclair is unopposed.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Yeah, we've only lost 2 sinners so far. This is gonna stagger Ishmael. No kill though. Great, okay. I can only afford to lose one more person. We've not even been dealing damage up until now. Oh god. I need to start having Honglu take damage.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
Because Honglu can actually survive Fatal. That's going to kill Heathcliff's dead. There was nothing I could have done. I couldn't redirect that attack. Nobody else can die. Honglu is not staggered. Honglu can still clash. One more question. Okay. I need more health. I have so little health. Hold on, Don, what do you use? Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Don. Actually, hold on. This might be better. It's still only a favored. It's better to just use... Save the ego resources. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Just clash.
금방 다녀올게.
Three dialogues now. Please don't kill. Okay. Fuck! Never mind, it did the same amount of damage as it would have. Third dialogue.
이지대로 더 보여봐라.
He dies, but it doesn't matter, we have dialogues. He doesn't die, still. Just worried about that happening.
이 기회에
Huh?
평소 지휘 실력을
Unclashable skill attack targets aren't you?
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Okay. Nothing I can do. Try and negate as much damage as possible.
아무래도 상황이 많이 불리해 보이.
Come on.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만.
Come on, Honglu. You can do it.
사스러운 우리가 네 뜻을 갖는 것이냐? 그렇다면 그 우리가 위태로워야 입을 열겠구나. 쟤까지 그 전까지. 잠시
You can do it, Honglu.
남자를 두려워.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Is he healed to full?
시계를 돌리는 일에
It's going to turn into a Honglu solo. This is going to turn into a Honglu solo. Oh, that's incredibly not meant to happen. But peak. That's going to be utter peak. Ah. Okay, we can't clash that. That's fine.
출진이다.
This is becoming a Honglu solo whether I want it to or not.
수많은 것들이 목지에 온다.
Thank you, Salt, for the donation. Para Honglu, we're nearly here.
헤어라. 묘.
We're nearly at the end of it. The entire team is holding on by a sliver.
패잔병같이 무릎을 꿇고 있을 때인가 13번 수감자.
Honestly, Honglu should probably attack that one.
소처럼 넉살.
We've got enough for his ego. Let's use it.
상황을 개선해 보시지.
David, that's fine.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Come on, Honglu.
환상의 세계로.
Dodge the foreign clashables. See, that would have been a smart idea. My idea is far different. Just attack. It doesn't matter if Honglu takes damage, he can heal from it. The 4 damage Masoya does.
위에서 당신을
Um,
관리자로 정한
Right.
합당한 이유가 있겠지.
Frankly, Gregor,
기대하고
you serve a
있겠습니다.
better use as a meat shield. Dominating, brilliant. And then we can do no more here.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
This is down to the wire. No! That would have been so cool if Don had won that. Ideally, Gregor dies. Great.
까지 잠시 쉬어라. 수감자를 고기 조각으로 만들어 봐.
Honglu now gets 2 skill slots.
당신만 괴로울 텐데. 시계를 돌리는 일에 너무 익숙해진 것 아닙니까?
I would actually genuinely prefer for actually Ishmael, you take that one. Might be better to dodge that. Yeah, it's just better to not take that damage.
가보죠.
He's stopping just witnessing. He's beginning to take matters into his own hands.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Great. She may die here, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you, Ishmael. Right. There's scoops from Maso.
창의적인 발상이군.
Right.
그래도
One problem is, slowly but surely, we're running out of people to take the damage from that attack. And that's gonna just slowly throttle us.
출진이다.
Dodge it. I don't think we have a dodge skill high enough to dodge it. Oh, wait. I forgot Honglu can do that, yeah. Of course.
배워라. 명.
I mean, thankfully we have a Maso. So, this is what Maso is good for.
위에서 당신을 관리자로
So is it
정한 내일은
clash like this,
있겠지.
and then dodge there? Will that work? Well, we'll find out in a fairly non-lethal way, to be honest. There isn't an answer.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Right. Yeah, okay, he clashed first. This is good. This is good. We're winning, chat. We're winning. We're gonna... How is... This isn't even the end of the Canto!
자로요.
That only just hit me. This isn't the end. This isn't... This is part 2. What the fuck is part 3 gonna be? What?
직접 싸워보질 않아서 그게 효과적일
Holy
것이라고
shit.
생각했나?
I'm astounded.
전투 교육도 위에 제시해야 할 수 있겠어.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
It's so peak. This is my favorite Canto. I can say that without a doubt. This is the best Canto so far. I don't know what Project Moon was smoking to make this, but I'm happy they were smoking it. Yeah, literally, man, what a Canto.
배워라. 명.
Ah, that's insane. That's... What have they done? Somebody at Project Moon headquarters really likes Honglu. They give us a fight against a man with an F-Florest ego
관리자로 정한
midway through. Oh no.
합당한
Speedroll moment. Dong, I'm afraid you're going to... Actually, yeah, Don, you're going to have to take that hit. That's fine. Don can take it. Don can take a hit. Wait, all this targeting Ishmael? Oh no. Ishmael, I think, dies here.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
HP! 2 HP in a dream! Ishmael lives on! Right. If we hadn't have used that shield there, she would have died. That's insane. Yep, Don, take the hit. Take the hit, Don. Don took the hit. Great. It might be worth it to have Maso continually use chains of others now. Ah, we don't have the gloom for it. The shield actually worked. Look at that. Man, what a Canto, chat. Jaffan lets out a frustrated sigh. This is unbearable. What an utterly vain exchange. As I said earlier, what Hung Yuan needs is a realist at its helm who knows how to pursue the practical interests. How do none of you understand there's nothing more, nothing less to it than that? Thank you, Sol. I need to... It didn't get picked up. Hold on, if I turn off the game audio, that way it'll get picked up. Those who are so busy living and dying need their immediate, tangible interests to be fulfilled. Doesn't matter if they're just illusions or fantasies, all they need is for someone something to enable them to visualize and witness their desires and dreams. That's all there is for it. Isn't that common? That is not incorrect. Get your hand while your ways sound and reason is hollow. Then, Brother Chu, would you say that you walked the way of humanity and righteousness? What did you see? What shape did my way take in your eyes? I saw fervor, burning, like fire, melting many things away with its warmth. Fire that melts, so that's what you see. If you indeed walk the way of humanity and righteousness, then what does it mean to be virtuous? You've said it yourself. Years of fell deeds have shaped the valleys that have devoured men. People have accepted the broken, iniquitous establishment as reason, as part of immutable nature. And in this malformed existence, the hearts of men were cooled and hardened. But benevolence, the true humanity and righteousness is what softens the calcified heart. Daguan Yuan demanded me silence. Do not ask about that day, do not try to learn more of that day. It was but the consequences of forbidden avarice, pitiful yet deserved. You weren't the only one who were forced to let everything throw away, Jia Bao Yu. The difference is that I never did let go. But there was nothing. There was nothing but an infinite bottomless darkness. All I could think of was that I wanted somebody to hold me and tell me it was all going to be okay. The elders could be stern from time to time, but they cared for me more so than anyone else in Daguan Yuan did. Enter now, little Bao Yu. Revered Jaren. Oh wait. I want to let it out, all of it. Everything that I witnessed, but never should have been made to. This ecstatic screeching of the eldritch things, the echoing hatred and dying, the dying and the dead, the wailing universe. Laughter, shouting, screaming, then nothing. After today, nothing good will happen to me again. This is the moment that will rest me from slumber every morning. Every night it's going to drag me from sleep. So please, please comfort me. Tell me that everything's going to be okay. Tell me I don't have to be scared anymore. Welcome, little Bao Yu. I have not wished anything as exhilarating as that sight in centuries. The beginning was the most enjoyable part, the one that pathetically clung to her life, scrambling away from the chaos in spite of its twisted ankle. Oh, it is truly fascinating how a mere crawling human could be so engaging to watch. The entity from the outskirts, conceived and born from the Kong mother's womb, was suddenly reached outward swiftly. Truly, it was a most magnificent sight. I'll not soon forget the glint of hunger in its eyes when the reproductive instincts kicked in. Did you see the contortion of the mother's face when she saw the creature burst from her own womb? Madness took her swiftly. Indeed, and what a dramatic finale it was to watch the claws arrive just in time. They've exceeded our expectations indeed, leaving quite literally nothing behind. It was just as we heard. The most heavenly offering it was. We shall reminisce it to sustain our amusement for months to come with this rare gift of yours. Bao Yu, oh dear little Bao Yu. You are beyond our You are our family's peerless jade. It shines like a mirror window that reflects to us to see what lies beyond the iron threshold of the Tikan temple. Do persevere to cleanse and shine your light. Ensure that its glint is unmarked by cloudiness. What are you doing, big brother? Come on, your kite's flying away. Go catch it. And do what? Let it float away wherever the wind takes it. Over yonder, in a small field, I made a burial of flower petals. I collected the petals and blossoms in my flower pouch and gave them a pretty burial. That way, even when they return to dust, they'll still be clean like they were never ever here, right? And now that I've buried them, I found myself freed from the suffocating endless flood of colors. Only then could I smile. Jia Bao Yu, you have abandoned your way in Daguan Yuan. With this way of mine, learned beyond Dagwanyan's hedges, taught me patience, gave me peace. Desire bereft of humanity and righteousness begets only self-immolation. A desire guided by adherence to the way maintains its enders. If fire does not rise to meet the darkness upon its descent, all roads shall converge on a path with nothing but nihility its culmination. So what lies within Jia value? What has slumbered, nestled within you all those years? I buried it all, brother. On that same day the peach blossoms whirled like in a gale. In the end, only I alone enter the crater. Thus I am the only one who may lift myself out of its depths. What Hong Yuan needs. About you cannot save everyone. I know I can't save everyone, but at least one person is about to fall. Please, is kindness. To be kind is to care about one another, to embrace those who suffer. Is to cry alongside a grieving friend, is to join in laughter when they are elated with joy. It needs the warmth of kindness and gentleness. Your words flow like a vast winding river that wishes to bring all of existence into its gentle embrace. Yet kindness alone, while it may illuminate those who surround you, will never be enough to embrace all those who need it. Not to mention how unbecoming of the Lord Hong Yuan it would be for him to weaken guffaw at such little insignificant things. That's not true. Hong Lu continues, his voice carrying more confidence than it did a moment ago. If people can see, feel, and share the same sorrow and joy they see in others, and if that moves them to hold one another, even if it's just one person, everyone can move to embrace someone, to share the warmth of a fellow human, even if I can't hope to hold them all by myself. That was quite the lacking answer, given all the time I have granted you, but it suffices. In nihility, everything becomes consumed by the monotonous, grey meaninglessness. But an empty canvas can be painted anew. Statue, you've been waiting and prodding this whole time for these wishy-washy platitudes? I just don't understand. That idiot's drivel could not be further from what it means to rule. Kindness can't give people the satisfaction they desire. No kindness ever saved any lives, nor did it ever fill a starving stomach. You cannot change Hong Yuan with such foolish flights of fancy. Zhahuan, you need only walk the way of your own choosing. But in this room, I shall pursue my own idea of true humanity with clarity, without a moment's hesitation. What are you doing? It means that I will forfeit the family hierarchy evaluation. What? There was a shocked husk gasp from the speakers. Don't tell me you have to fight this guy now! No! 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 Now only Jia Baoyu and his clan must remain. If you choose to forego the same choice I'm about to make, then prepare to spill much blood. It is not the throne of the family hierarchy you've come here to seek, is it? You know me well, my goal lies far beyond this insignificant squabble surrounding who becomes the next hierarch of Hong Yuan. But I don't appreciate being told what to do by someone who presumes he has some sort of control over me. Beneath your mask of unscrupulousness and temperamentality, you are someone who pursues nothing but the extremes of reason and logic. And I believe your reason would lead you to forfeit here as well. You knew? So that's what it was, disgusting hypocrites, the both of you, the stench of hypocrisy follows you both and haunts every meaningless hint of polluted word born from your deceit. Gubo, we are leaving. I will forfeit the game as well. I've already collected more than enough of these stupid coins. Brother Chu, you are like a tuft of cloud floating high up in the heavens. Yes, clouds do not bring suffering to trees, to earth, or to anything. It is not a force that tramples. How bizarre. Jiachu walks past us, making his way towards the exit of the room on his own accord. But clouds cannot do more than that. To embrace a fellow human is defined by the shape of humanity and righteousness you spoke of. You must walk the earth with your own 2 feet as a human yourself, not float by as a lofty tuft of cloud. Mind this as you open your own path. With that, Jiachu unfastened the rope from his waist and handed it over to Hong Lu. A huge bundle of coins, several times greater than the sum of every coin we've collected so far, jangled heavily. Wait, but why? Jiachu left the room without saying another word. Jiachu and Jia Huan of the Jia family have both been simultaneously eliminated from the game via forfeiture. Doesn't that put us in first place? What's wrong with that? I'd much rather come in first than second. That's not the problem. We're here to pick up the golden bow from the treasury, not to seat Hong Lu on the throne of the family hierarch. As the sinners are chaotically scrambling from this unthinkable turn of events. Wait, there's someone out there who's still trying to dance around the family hierarch, and she still hasn't given up. Looks like we all have a pretty good picture of who's going to be our next hierarch, huh? There's only 10 minutes to go till the evaluation is complete. Hey guys, think of what I'm thinking? Sometime later. Thus the family hierarch evaluations have come to an end. I extend my admiration and congratulations to every candidate in their clan for their exemplar participation in this event. So this is actually happening, right? Someone tell me how this is actually happening. I implore upon all those present to accept the sacred outcome with grace. The victor will first ascend to the Teiken Temple and pay their respects to our revered elders. Then, upon returning to service, they will march to the first floor of Daguan Yuan and assume the seat of the family hierarch of Hong Yuan. I'll be honest, we're still trying to understand how we actually got here. The following are the final results of the family hierarch evaluation. Third place, Huan of the Jia family. My lady, please compose yourself. There are many eyes. You have a certain dignity to uphold. Second place, Baoyu of the Jia family. Have an inkling of why he's done such a thing. Hong Lu? Oh, have you... no, I don't know. What the hell are you guys all talking about? Well, all's well that ends well, right? No, that's not... I don't... Why me? Why would I... In first place, our next venerable hierarch and the final victor of the family hierarch evaluation. I'm... Zichun of the Jia family. I'm really next hierarch? Games ended with a rush, avoiding even the punctual applause to mark its closing. Jiaxu stood dumbfounded, still processing the situation. I still had no idea what Hong Lu was looking at. I saw the family hierarch war came to a close.
관리자님의 99% 명령과
Also,
1%의
19% from Otis. Truly the best sinner. Next we've got Hong Lu, Sinclair, Ryoshu, Faust, Yuseng, Heathcliff, Rhodia, Ishmael, Rousseau, Don Quixote, and that Gregor dealt no damage. Huh. Well, chat, we've done it. We've beaten part 2. Fucking hell, that's only part 2. Where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? Right, okay, peak. Peak. That's the word that I can only give to it, peak. I'm not sure about that ending. The rest of it was absolute cinema. That entire final fight, absolute cinema. The one thing I'm not sure about was Hong Lu forfeiting it. I feel like it undermines the narrative. I think it would have been potentially more interesting to have to deal with, okay, Hong Lu's now the family hierarch. How the hell do we actually complete the mission? But still, that's insane. That's by far the best Limbus Company I've ever seen. The best part of Limbus Company I've ever seen, yeah. That's it. Yeah. The only word I can have for that is absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Well, I hope you're all looking forward to next Thursday, chat. You can actually schedule in your diaries. I will wake up bright and early at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. GMT. So, I don't know when that is in your time zones, but like, you know, just translate that, whatever 7 would be, to your time zone. And I will be here on Thursday for the final part. If you've enjoyed, join the Discord, because they'll actually put an announcement out when I'm about to start streaming. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll get to work on editing this video. Because one thing I'm curious for people's opinions on: should I include the story, or should I only include the combat? Because I can include only the combat, but I'm not sure. It's up to people. If I include all the story, it's going to end up being 2 hours long again. Whereas if I cut it down to only combat, it'll probably end up being like maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Still, with all that said, I'll see you all in the future. Goodbye for now.